Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Toon Review. And it is the final game of the season today, of course, where we take on Burnley at Turf Moor. The teams are already in, and Newcastle United, well, line up pretty strongly, in my opinion. I think it's a relief for Leeds to see our team sheet, to be honest. Let's have a look. We go with Martin Dubravka in goal. We go with Kieran Trippier, who is back. He replaces Emil Kraft. We go with Jamal Lascelles and Dan Burn in the middle. Obviously, Fabian Schär isn't fit enough to start the game, but he's on the bench. We go Matty Target left back, Bruno Guimaraes, Longstaff and Joe Linton in the middle of the park, which is what we thought anyway because of the injuries. We don't have enough midfielders at the moment. And then we go with Miggy Almiron, St. Maximan, and of course, Callum Wilson. So Miggy goes on the right-hand side, obviously ASM on the left, and Callum Wilson up front. So a very, very strong side for Newcastle United going into this match today. And if we look at the Burnley lineup, well, they go with Nick Pope. They've got Roberts, Long, Collins, Tarkowski, Taylor, Brownhill, Cork, McNeil, Cornet, and Barnes. So a decently strong side as well from Burnley's point of view. Of course, they need a win to stay in the Premier League. And of course, depending on the result at Brentford Community Stadium today, where Leeds travel to Brentford. And of course, I'll keep you updated all through the Newcastle game with goings on in the Premier League. Of course, the title race is still going on. So very, very exciting things to come this afternoon without a shadow of a doubt. But of course, our main commentary comes from Turf Moor, where it is Burnley, Newcastle. Very, very interesting side, as I say, very strong lineup, which I'm pleased about because it just shows that Eddie Howe is also respecting Leeds United as well, respecting the other teams in the Premier League and going for it. Jim Clough, thank you for your $8.99 super chat straight off the bat. He says, thanks to everyone at the Toon Review for this season. Can't wait for 22-23 to begin. Thanks, Jim. Luke says, Arsenal have £76 million bid rejected for Osimhen. Indeed, they do, but I think that'll rumble on for Osimhen in the summer. Not just, not just Arsenal interested in him. I think we've certainly been mentioned a few times as well. But there'll be plenty of clubs in for Osimhen. There's no doubt about it. The Burnley owners borrowed the money to buy the club, £100 million. Apparently, if Burnley are relegated, they'll have to pay $60 million of that cost. It was a very strange takeover at Burnley. To be honest with you, a takeover which I found very, very strange. Because apparently they were taken over and then they were already in debt again. So very, very strange one for me. That I'm just going to change the camera view here because it's a bit full, that one. So let's just make it a bit smaller. There you go. That's better. That's better. There we go. Okay. Right, back to the comments we go. And we have Luke again. Patrick Bamford is fit for Leeds, but he has COVID. Burnley fans will be happy. Yeah, he's just not having luck at the moment, is Patrick Bamford at all, which is a shame because he's a decent player for them. And had he been able to start today, might have been that difference that Leeds need. But again, time will tell on that one. And he says, watching a Leeds pod, let's do our bit and keep them up. Evening, everyone. Nice to see Trippier getting a start. It is, of course, nice to see Trippier back. I feel a little bit sorry, actually, for Emil Kraft because he's done nothing wrong, has he? And unfortunately, he doesn't start. But never mind. I mean, Kieran Trippier is the main man for us, of course. Matthew Smith, thank you for your continued membership of being in the Toon Review family. Thank you so much, mate. for renewing. Gary says, afternoon, Paul, everyone in the chat, best team we could put out. So he's obviously not giving any quarter to the Burnley side. Tough game, but I think we can do well if we're at it. I think we'll be at it. I don't think there's any question that we'll be at it today, because simply of who our manager is. He wants to go full force out there and absolutely give it our all for the final game of the season. And I think that's, credit to Eddie Howe, that he's not just putting a weak lineup out. Danielle says, my heart goes out to Leeds fans today. Hope we batter Burnley and they get something today. Yeah, I've said all along that I would much rather see Leeds United stay up. It's nothing against Burnley. I just think, after what Leeds United have been through for years and years and years, to be in the Premier League is where Leeds United belong, to be honest. And I think, I know a lot of Leeds fans and the great lads and lasses, and it's a team I'd like to see stay up. We'll be a member again as soon as just a bit. No problem, Charles. It's fine. Don't worry about it, buddy. Everybody's saying hello in the chat. Just have a look for some more. Bradley Big Toe says Lascelles starting. Is that a farewell move? Possibly. He has been linked with, of course, a move to Nottingham Forest. That's picking up pace. So I think if Nottingham Forest do get promoted, he could well find himself back at his old club. And possibly Skipper down there as well. I think it's because of Shah's concussion. That's why the Lascelles are starting. Yeah, it is. I mean, he said in his press conference, Eddie, that was the reason why he was going to go with that, because, it was a horrendous injury, of course, for Fabian Schär. It was horrible. And listen, I'm surprised he's actually on the bench. Really am. Julie says, enjoy the final watch along of the season, please. No spoilers of any kind. Let Paul react first. Smash the like button, subscribe, and join the Toon Review family. Cheers, Julie. If you can, please just, again, with these watch alongs, if you're ahead of us, please don't comment until I've mentioned it in the commentary, and then we can talk about whatever happened. So please don't, if I haven't said, there's a free kick or there's a goal or whatever, don't put it in the comments before I say it on the commentary, please, because it'll just spoil it for the rest of them who are slightly behind. Ronald, thank you very much for your £10 super sticker. That is very kind, my friend. Thank you so much for that. Reason says, hey, all, let's end the season with class 4-0. I've seen a lot of predictions today, certainly saying that we're going to win 3 and 4-0. I think we have to be careful in a little way, because Burnley, remember what they're playing for today. And that's very important. Burnley are playing to stay in the Premier League. That is massive. It is huge. We know what it's like when we've been down there in the past. It's just between Leeds and Burnley, it is massive. I mean, to be honest, Leeds have a very, very tough game at Brentford, because they'll be wanting to finish their season on a high. They've had a wonderful, wonderful first season in the Premier League under Thomas Frank. And I think, they'll be looking to get one to finish, certainly at home, very, very strongly. Good evening, Hitmark. I hope you're well. Jock, good afternoon. Sad to see the season end. It's been one hell of a ride. It has. There's mixed emotions, really. I mean, it's the end of the season. It's one of those things. It's like, we've got the summer to go, but we've got lots to be excited for this time. Certainly with regards to transfers, etc., that will continue on as the season, the summer goes by. It's going to be very busy. Something that we haven't had as Newcastle fans for a very, very long time. So on the flip side of it, it's like a never-ending season, if you like, because Newcastle are going to be very busy during the summer. I have no doubt about that. Peter Merrifield, thank you for your £5 super chat. Very kind, my friend. He says, hi, Paul. I'm expecting a Toon win today. How are the lads? What's this feeling? Oh, yes, looking forward to the match. I know, it's strange. After all, first time years that I do not want the season to end. I know, everybody's saying that. Everybody is saying that. 3-0, says Kevin. Tom, good afternoon to you. He says, afternoon, everyone. Here we go for the last time this season. Is it August soon? I know. Charles says Wilson will put 2 in today. I actually think you'll put a couple in as well. Toon Dave says, afternoon, all Geordie people. Let's hope for an exciting end to a fantastic season. Good result and some players playing for their shirts today. Predict 3-0 to the Toon. Dave says, good afternoon, everyone. Let's hope for a good game. Majestic, good afternoon. He's gone 3-0 as well. Are Everton getting dock points before kickoff? Sadly not. Hi, guys. Burnley 1, Toon 2, Brentford 2, Leeds 1. Party time at Turf Moor. yeah, not what I quite want, but you know, whichever way it goes, you know, may the best team stay up, I guess. Good afternoon, Terry. Hope you're well. If Wood played, it would be 1-0. Yeah, he's not. Shane, good morning. A very good morning over in Australia. 1 a.m. kickoff, but last one for the season. So let's go. 3-0 win coming up. I hope you're right. Finley's going for a Wilson hat-trick. Good afternoon, Andrew, who for the first time, by the way, didn't go with a 7-0 Newcastle United win this time, which is disappointing, Andrew. I'd laugh my ass off if it did finish 7-0. Gary says, I want Wilson and Maxi on the score sheet today. Lee says 3 to the Toon. Metal says, rise, indeed. That's what we'll all be doing. Leeds podcast says, so excited at our lineup. Let's have him for Leeds. Good afternoon, Football Journey. Hope you're well. And again, my comments decide to skip way forward again. Jim's in the house. Cesare, good afternoon, buddy. My score prediction is 7-0 Newcastle. Well, at least we still have a 7-0. That's nice for once. Somebody other than Andrew is going for a 7-0 win. So maybe, you never know. You never know. Afternoon, Rene. Hope you're well. Andy says, any truth in the rumours that Chris Wood has been offered a similar deal to Mbappe? I doubt it, mate. If I'm openly honest, I very much doubt that. Mbappe, of course, crazy new deal, that, isn't it? You know, getting a £100 million wage and getting a say on recruitment as a football player. He gets a say on the recruitment at the club. I think that is bizarre. I honestly, it's really, really strange. But you know, is that what football is turning to now? You know, when players are going to get a much bigger say in what goes on at the club, etc. I think it's absolutely crazy, to be honest. But you know what? They're desperate to keep him. Therefore, they'll do anything they can to get Mbappe to sign a new contract. That is clear. That is obvious. They need him to stay and they want him to stay. And, you know, that's just the way it goes. Just shifting my other laptop over to the other side, guys, because my microphone's blocking it. So bear with me a second. So much crap lying on this desk. It's unbelievable. But there you go. Right, we're in. Just means I get a better commentary position and I'm not reaching around looking for a plug anywhere. But certainly a lot of people saying 3-0 and things like that. But like I say, we have to be careful, you know, because, yeah, we know that Eddie wants this team to finish with an absolute bang. And I'm looking forward to seeing how we play. You know, I don't want us to play with any weakness or with any sort of, you know, lack of concentration, if you like. I don't want to see that in Newcastle today. I want to see us really, really go for it and score a few goals as well. Strange Brew says 3-1 to the Toon. Trolls is happy with the lineup. Afternoon, Stu. Hope you're well, buddy. Afternoon, Matthew. Afternoon, Shearer. Smash the likes, guys. Help the YouTube algorithm. Indeed. Let them know something's good going on this channel. Jordan says, afternoon. It'd be nice to see a strong end to the season. Not a case of losing, but by how much we win by today. So very, very confident. And listen, isn't it nice to be confident? You know, we've gone for so long where we haven't had this confidence with Newcastle United before, and it's been the end of the season, and we're like, you know, we're not really looking forward to the summer because we don't know what is going to happen. And then suddenly this season gives us the takeover that we've all wanted. And it'll be a season to remember for whatever happens today, without a doubt. How is going for it, says Brian. Love it. And good afternoon. Hi, Paul and all. Hope you're all well. Last game of the season. How are the lads? 3-1 to the Toon. Anthony just wants us to attack them. I'd love that if we just go out and attack them from the off. Who's going to win the league, Man City or Liverpool? It's a strange one, isn't it? It is. You know, it's... do you know what it is? I mean, look, Man City have to be the favourites. They simply have to be because of where they are, because of the gap they have to Liverpool. Liverpool should beat Wolves at Anfield. I know Van Dijk's not starting that game, neither is Salah. He's got them on the bench. He's obviously looking at the Champions League final as well. So that could be an interesting factor. But listen, Man City did to drop points against Villa at the Etihad. I'm not so sure, man. I'm not so sure. I think that's a pretty straightforward result for Manchester City. look, some people want Liverpool to win the league. Some people want Man City to win the league. It's going to be fought out in the next couple of hours, which is going to be interesting. It is. Richard Rafferty, thank you for your £10 super chat. There's no comment there, but thank you so much. Very, very kind of you, my man. But like I say, we'll keep you up to date with everything going on. So I've got my other laptop here for the game. I will be getting service in around 12 minutes. So I'm looking forward to the game. I'm looking forward to all the games, to be honest. You know, the battle at the bottom and the battle at the top. It's gone down to the last game of the season for both relegation and the championship. So how can we complain about that? You know, and we play a part in it. You know, it's not the part that a lot of people thought we were going to play in it, because a lot of people thought that we would... this game against Burnley today would be a relegation decider. And even us as Newcastle fans, we were all saying that earlier on in the season before the takeover, that it was going to come down to this game. But luckily for us, we're well out of it, and brilliantly so as well. Vortex, thank you for your £5 super chat. Really kind, my friend. Great shows and coverage all season, Paul and the Toon Review family. Cracking job for all your hard work. Brilliant channel. We'll order me mug at payday. How are the lads? Thanks, Vortex. Thank you so much, buddy. Yeah, it has been a challenging season for Newcastle. But look, this channel, we've given you everything we can possibly do, and it's only going to get better and better. You know, more shows, certainly with live shows over the summer with transfer shows and things like that. It's going to grow and grow and grow. And hopefully you guys will still be along for the ride, which will be absolutely fantastic. Richard says, super lineup, nothing particular against Burnley, but we need to see ourselves and smash 3 or 4 past them, indeed. Coach Austin, thank you very much for your £5 super chat. Really kind. And he says, 4-1 to us, NUFC. Nice one, buddy. Afternoon, could you all imagine what the last day would look like if Ashley was still our owner? Oh, God. I think we'd be gone now. I do actually think we'd be relegated. Which is a real show. I'd just like to also give a massive shout out to somebody who's going through a particularly rough time at the moment with chemo and having a bit of a tough time at the minute. So, but he does watch the Toon Review all the time, and I promised him a shout out. Gary Walker, get well soon, mate. Fight and fight. We're all behind you, buddy. So get through that treatment, get healthy again, and get back on the right track, buddy. Keep smiling, keep strong. And if you need cheering up, you've always got these videos to look back on and continue watching over the summer, mate. So get yourself fit, get yourself healthy. And thank you, Lisa, for contacting me, Lisa Davison, with a message to give Gary a shout out. Look, at the end of the day, you're on hard times, mate, but you can battle through. And we're all behind you. So get well soon, Gary, and hope to hear some good news in the coming months, mate. So take care of yourself, and you can do it. Let's have a look. We've got Stu says, afternoon, Julian Chesray. How are we all doing today? Hope we smash these lots. Send them to play the Mackhams. Yeah, Sunderland back in the championship, of course, yesterday with a 2-0 win over Wycombe Wanderers. And you know, celebrating like they won the championship. What I don't get is the Sunderland fans bantering us. I mean, we're still we're in the Premier League. We're miles ahead of where they need to be and want to be. So I don't understand the badger and the Newcastle United fans, you know, we're coming to get you and all of this crap. Well, you're just not. You've got a very tough season next season in the championship, and you know, you could actually go the other way again. So I wouldn't get too cocky if I were you guys. Dark by Design says, we have to buy big to push on, need better players than Miggy and Murphy. We know that, yeah, we do. Would you prefer Botman or Schottelbeck next season? For me, Botman, listen, either one, but Botman for me would be the signing. Schottelbeck is a very, very good player as well. Botman's very young and still, you know, and I think he'll play very well, you know, slotted in with Dan Burn or Fabian Schär. But again, it's who do we think Newcastle are looking at the minute? It's a big one. Bradley says, thank you for everything you've done this season, Paul. Your channel's tip-top, bud. Thank you, buddy. Hope you're well, Paul, says Tom. I am, mate. Thank you. Charles is going with a 5-0 win today. Listen, if we win 5-0, it'll be fantastic. We want to see all the goals going in left, right, and centre. Absolutely brilliant. Geordie Kev, thank you for your 10 New Zealand dollars. Very kind, buddy. Thank you so much. He says, so glad I found you lot this season, mate. Really does help having an honest and informative platform full of good banter to help us expats in the loop. 3-2 to the Toon. How are the lads? Cheers, mate. And I hope you're well out there. I know it's an early start for you guys as well. I'd like to see Wilson and Wood both up front. Wood for the winning goal to send them down. That's still maybe the case. If Leeds get a goal against Brentford and then suddenly out of nowhere, we bring him on a substitute and then 91st minute he pops up and nods one in and sends Burnley down. I mean, Jesus Christ. Yeah. Wow. Apparently Paul Merson has said we had the best fans. He must be poorly or pissed. Yeah, one of the two. To actually say that about Newcastle fans. Good afternoon, Paul. I'm watching you on my laptop and John Sinclair on the TV. I don't get the TV. Shocking. I'm only joking, mate. Glad to see you watching both of us. Afternoon, everyone. Hopefully another 3 points to end our season on a high. Let's end this season with a bang, without a shadow of a doubt. Johnny says, get Wilson on today, anytime goal scorer. Thinking 3-1 the Toon. Wilson, Maxi and Bruno goals. How are the lads? Last chance for the boys to impress. Next season, our team will be completely different. How are the lads? Yeah, I mean, listen, we've said for a while now that a lot of these players are playing for the contracts next season. I would like to think so. I'd like to think that they really want to take themselves up to the next level and really go for it. Difficult though it may be for a lot of them, they've got to come good, and otherwise they just won't be here next season. Happy with the lineup, but I feel so bad for Kraft. Yeah, I do actually feel sorry for Emil Kraft. I really, really do. If Burnley go down, I hope we don't gloat. No beef with Burnley. Let's not be arseholes like Villa in 2009. Yeah, I hope not. Good afternoon, Stephen. Hope you're well, buddy. And I hope everything's okay with your little animal after having to go through the MRI. Ronald says, Newcastle need to stay within the rules on spending or they will have us. They will. These people that run us aren't stupid, and they will. They'll look after everything that needs to be looked after. And for me, that's the main thing. I've got 5 minutes on my feed starts. Looking forward to it. Carl says, I hope we don't end up with a long injury list after this game. Afternoon, George. Can't believe how good this season has finished. It's brilliant. Brian says, good afternoon, Paul. Going with 3-0 to Newcastle. Goals from Wilson, Bruno, and Trippier. Yeah, I fancy a Trippier free kick today, definitely. Tom Dixon, good afternoon. He says, I fancy us to win 3-1 today. Bruno, Maximin, Wilson, the scorers. Dan's going with a Bruno hat-trick. Howe still smarting from his time at Burnley. Think he would love to stick it to them. Well, what happened at Burnley was, we found out later on down the line, didn't we, that it was family. It was family purposes that all that happened at Burnley. And, he wanted to go back to be with his family. And quite honestly, I don't have a problem with that at all. Agreed, Paul. I think Leeds offer more to the Premier League than Burnley. Indeed. Afternoon, everyone. 3 points today, please. Terry says, really want to see Wilson and Maxi score. Maxi's due one, isn't he? He really is. And listen, he's got a good record down there, so why can't he go and bang one in? Again, no, time will tell, my friends. Time will tell. Brandon thinks this is Lascelles' last game. Robert says, actually a little scared for today. I can see a 1-1 draw and Leeds win. That's tight. Michael says, afternoon all. Love the channel. Looking forward to the last game. Hope we help Leeds survive and go out in style. Norvik, afternoon, Paul. Got the pen and paper at the ready for some classic quotes. Dear me. Roast dinner, F1 and football with a Toon review. What a Sunday. Cheers, Jim. Brandon says, if we are winning second half, we should bring Richie on for a farewell. Always loves and gives 120% for the club. Yeah, it'd be interesting, actually, to see what Eddie Howe does if we're winning come the end of the game or last 20 minutes of the game. So it will be very... Does he bring on the old boys for a farewell run out? Is he sentimental like that? Time will tell. Time will tell. Oh, I just saw a good message there from Paul. Just bear with me a second. They've all just jumped again, as they normally do. Pain in the arse. That's gone. He said something about disgrace that it's not on TV. I actually agree. You know, I mean, it's mental. You've got Burnley who are fighting against relegation, and it's not even on TV. It's really bizarre. Winnie Win says, this channel has been such fun. Never lose your sense of humor, guys. Never turn into City fans. Absolutely not. That will never, ever happen. Happy days, no Sky Sports site while Paul's on the mic. How are the lads? Paqueta left out of Leon's squad yesterday. He was not sure what's going on there, but he wasn't in the squad. But listen, I mean, that doesn't matter. To me, that doesn't mean anything about, you know, coming to us or anything like that. I think it's just he was just left out of the squad. But people will all jump on the banner and say, well, you know, he was pictured in a Newcastle United shirt and all of this, and have Leon took the huff? For me, absolutely not. I think that's just the way it goes. You know, with regards to Paqueta. But we'll see. We'll see. I don't think there's anything sinister going on there. But you never know. I mean, you know, there might be being arsey about it. I don't know. It's one of those things, isn't it? Just trying to get this scoreboard a decent size for you. There we go. That'll do. Lots of stuff coming in saying get well soon, Gary. Indeed. Gary, keep fighting, mate. From a cancer survivor, you can kick its ass. Get well soon, Gary. The Toon Review family are all supporting you. Absolutely. 100%. What 100%? No doubt about it. Hello from Singapore, says Chan. Hope you're well, Chan. Dark by Design says trip you over the wall. Albie says hi everyone, and Botman would be a great sign-in for now and the future. 3-1 to the Toon today. I'm loving all the confidence, guys. I really am. I'm absolutely loving all the confidence. Paul Bradbury thinks it's going 6. Hey, there you go. The £6.10 is mentioned. Quality. Sad it's the last game of the season, but excited to see where we go from here. 3-1 to the Toon today. Wilson, ASM, and Bruno. They seem to be the three that are popular goal scorers. Shamrock Ball says, hi, Paul. Great channel you've built. Looking forward to all the content over the summer and into next season. Exciting times ahead. Thank you very much, Shamrock. Schlotterbeck has signed for Dortmund. Yes, he has actually. Yes, he has. So that's him out the window. Hi, Paul. Looking forward to another great commentary. Thank you very much. Terraces, thank you for your £5 super chat. He says, Paul and the team, you provide us with great contents this season. Well done. Looking forward to your acceptance of our charity fight. Really? Interesting. Didn't know I was in for a charity fight, but never mind. Joe Maguire says, hey, Paul, can't wait for the game. Can't watch it, so relying on you. Always a top performance, mate. Keep it up. Thanks, mate. Paul Sales is going 4-0. Hey, I love the confidence. The fact that everybody wants us to score goals. Steve says, good day, Paul. Great to be able to join live since Christmas. Usually the time zone kills me due to my work times. How are the lads? I hope you enjoy it, buddy. Over here, the match being shown on the Golf Channel. Wow. Okay. Golf Channel. Yeah. All right. Let me just get my feed up, and we'll get ready to start the game, guys. We are very much ready for kickoff. All the fans are ready. We are ready. Why is it showing Anfield? I don't like that. It's brought up the wrong game. It says Burnley v Newcastle, but it's got Liverpool on for some reason. Okay. Well, that's a bit of a shit in the wind, isn't it? Let's try that again. Burnley versus Newcastle. Thank you very much. If this brings up Anfield again, I'm going to go off my nut. Oh, no. It's changing now. Wow. Well, there you go. We're ready to start. The lads are in a huddle, and we are ready to go at Burnley. There's lots of nervous faces all over the place. Certainly here at Turf Moor, there's nervous faces in the dugout. Look, this is going to be a massive game for Burnley. The pressure is on them from the off. There's no doubt about that. It's off. There is Sir Edward Howe chewing on his chewing gum, looking mighty confident, guys. It has to be said. So there you go. We are ready to get underway, guys. But as usual, please, if you're in front of me, however you've got watching the game, if you're watching it, please do not put in the comments anything that happens in the game. Wait for me to commentate on it, please, because everybody else that's behind or anything, or just listening to the commentary, don't spoil it for anybody else. Just wait till I react first, guys, please. Just respect everybody else that's watching the game. Thank you. We're underway at Turf Moor, and immediately we have Big Dan Burn on the ball. Brings it out the air. Nice little quick touches for everybody here. It's Trippier on the ball. He lays it up to Miggy. Miggy plays a left foot ball beautifully down for Wilson, who's barged off the ball. The referee says fair challenge. Not sure it was there, but never mind. I haven't started my clock either. I am aware of that, guys. I do apologise. Where is my clock? I'll just start it on 1 minute, and then we'll kick it off in a second. Newcastle coming down the left-hand side, but it's cleared away and rolls out for a goal kick. I think Newcastle need to show what they're going for here very, very early doors. You know, they need to show a bit of grit straight away, you know, and really show what they're made of straight away. Go and don't let Burnley have anything. Don't let them have touches of the ball. Get into them quickly and let Burnley know that we're here to play. We're not here to lose the game, or just not here to make the minds up. Yeah, I'm ahead of Danielle. There you go. So please don't spoil it for Danielle. Obviously, just wait till I've responded and said anything in commentary. Thanks, guys. Jamal Lascelles with a good tackle on the left-hand side. Cornet trying to create problems. Now, if you remember, Cornet started the game at St. James's Park very strongly, but then had to go off injured after around 20 minutes. So we got kind of lucky in that game because I think Cornet was well up for that. And that's when we still weren't really firing on all cylinders, remember. Anyway, it's back in the Burnley half now, and it's all the way back to Nick Pope. Miggy's shutting him down very quickly, not giving him any time on the ball there. Chasing the ball like a dog in heat, Miggy. Going straight down. That's a good ball down the left for Burnley. Will it stay? No, it's span out of play. Just got away from Kieran Trippier a little bit there, and that's going to be a big question today is whether, you know, how fit is Kieran Trippier? Is his pace there? Or are we not going to see it? Everybody talking about how Jack Grealish kind of made a mess of him when he came on at Man City. But listen, doesn't matter, does it? Wolves have taken the lead at Liverpool, by the way. Very, very early doors. Wolves in front already by 1-0 at Liverpool. So that is a crushing blow to anyone at Anfield at the minute. And I have a feeling that people at the empty had might be very quickly. Joe Linton slow on the ball there, but Matty Targett comes around and does really well. Burnley have started very well in this game. Oh, great interception by Matty Targett. Read that brilliantly. We've got to sign that kid, I'm telling you. Here's Miggy now. Back to Matty Targett. Targett's got Joe Linton up on the left-hand side. Joe Linton now moving up towards the halfway line. Inside Almiron again. Plays it back to Joe Linton. And Joe Linton plays an absolutely hammered ball across to Jamal Lascelles. I don't think he appreciated that. Joe Linton's just started a little bit raggedy here this afternoon, guys. He's made a... Well, he hasn't given the ball away much, but he's just looking a bit out of sync. That'll come soon enough, though. Here's Sean Longstaff. That's a nice little effort down the line towards Almiron, but he couldn't get there. And now it's passing along the back four here with Ben Mee. He plays it back to Nick Pope, and he goes long again. There's going to be a lot of that from Burnley today. We know that. They're going to play the long balls into everybody and try and get on the end of it. But listen, it's how it is. That's just how it's going to go. I'm keep looking at my phone, guys, because I keep updated on any scores in the Premier League. And it's still only the one goal, which has come at Anfield, of course, where Wolves lead 1-0. Dan Burn has the ball at the moment for Newcastle United. Across to Targett. Matt Targett just having a look around, see who's available. Swings it to Lascelles. Lascelles to Trippier. Trippier spied the run of Miggy there, but it intercepted. But Bruno wins it back for Newcastle with a header back to Martin Dubravka. Still no score at the Etihad, where it's still Man City 0, Villa 0. But that score will no doubt have resounded around the Etihad Stadium now. So at the moment, Manchester City are winning the championship. But nothing else going on regarding the relegation battle. This game or the one at Brentford. Here's Joe Linton for Newcastle, bringing it up to the halfway line. He's got Maxi in support, lays it off to Maxi. He cuts inside. He's seen, it's a dreadful ball. He'd seen Trippier, and he tried to play it right across the Trippier, but fluffed his pass. But we win it back very well. And now we've got it down the right-hand side. Longstaff into Almiron. Almiron leaves it for Kieran Trippier. Trippier, almost a lovely little ball inside to Longstaff. And it's eventually deflected off Longstaff for a goal kick to Burnley. So an interesting start in the Premier League. I didn't expect Wolves to start that strongly in the first 5 minutes, given how they've been playing lately. Certainly not the greatest form in the world, but listen, they are now leading at Anfield. But a long way to go as yet. 7 minutes played in most of the games. This one we have, on my clock, we've got 5.5 minutes. So a little behind. But hey-ho, that's the way it is. That is the way it is. The best is yet to come from Newcastle, says Luke. Hi, Paul. Thanks for the commentary. Absolute excellent, says Morgan. Thank you very much, buddy. Really appreciate that. Amazing commentary, Paul. Thanks for these watch-alongs. You're very, very welcome. Trippier has it now, midway through his half, plays it forward. Well, is that Joe Linton's gone down? I'm not sure what happened there. He's really kicking off. He's down on the floor. I'm not sure what actually happened there. He looks to be in a bit of distress. There was an off-the-ball incident. Now, whether VAR look at this, I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what happened. The trainer's telling Joe Linton to stay down while he inspects what's the matter. It's his right leg. But I didn't see what happened there. The ball, it was out on the right-hand side, and then I just saw Joe Linton fall to the floor. There didn't seem to be anyone around him either, but I think there's a bit of concern over Joe Linton here. It's actually his left leg. Just looking at the replay again. Yeah, he just challenged for the ball. It was from the goal kick, so I'm not sure what on earth has gone on there, but Joe Linton is still down. Whether he caught the studs of the Burnley player when they fell back down to the floor there, I'm not so sure, but there's still a stoppage in play here. Hope we dispose of Burnley today, Paul. They've been stinking out the Premier League for far too long. Just need to put the nail in the coffin and help Leeds in the process, indeed. Still no goals at Brentford, as the camera pans on to Chris Wood and Matt Ritchie. I'm not sure what on earth is going on here with Joe Linton, but he's still down, guys. The trainers are playing particularly careful. It's his left ankle, and it looks like he's going to have to come off, guys. That is an absolute shocker. Oh, I really feel for Joe Linton. Really do. Last game of the season, and he's got to come off. It's going to be Jacob Murphy to replace him. Now, whether that means a change of formation, the stretcher is coming on here for Joe Linton. This is not good. I mean, he's sitting up, but he looks in quite a bit of pain, and it doesn't... I think this is quite a serious injury to Joe Linton here. Listen to your comments on Newcastle, Paul, brother. Thanks, Bruce. Maybe a cut. Yeah, I'm thinking that. They're certainly putting pressure on it's towards his ankle, I think, but they're putting pressure on it. So he may well have been sliced a little bit here. Barbara says, I'm watching from Lanzarote, 2-0 to the Toon. Have a great time, Barbara. Nice weather, I hope, over in Lanzarote to watch or listen to the game. He's had to get on the stretcher, guys, and he's been told to lie back, so he is in a bit of a bad way here. Not the way Joe Linton or the Newcastle fans wanted to see him end the season. The strap's just going on to the stretcher now for Big Joe. That is such a shame. After the season he's had for Newcastle, the turnaround he's had, to have to go off injured is absolute, well, it's shit. It really is. Tom says, hope J7 is all right. Was on the stadium tour yesterday, sat in J7's place in the changing room. Have you bloody jinxed it, Tom? I'm still not sure what the injury is. It looks... He's been stretched off. It may well be a cut. I'm not sure whether it's a break because he hasn't been put in any sort of brace. So if it was actually a suspected break, he'd have his leg in a brace, but there's no brace there. And I'm along the lines. It's sort of somewhere that he's received a cut, but it's very difficult to tell what sort of injury he's got there. But that's a massive blow to us and for Big Joe after the season he's had. I really, really feel for him. That is such a shame, guys. But Jacob Murphy's come on. This is an opportunity for Jacob to really tell Eddie Howe that he wants to go nowhere. Who says men can't multitask and watching all 3 games and listening to Paul whilst drinking a beer? Well, exactly. Why not put Kraft on and push Trips into the midfield? That would have been an idea. But I don't think Eddie wants to take any risks at the minute. He just wants to... I'm intrigued as to who's gone into... Miggy looks like he's come inside a little bit more. So it looks like Miggy might have taken Joe Linton's spot in the midfield. I find that a bit bizarre. But listen, then again, you know, he is a forward player, and many people say he's a number 10, so maybe he can play there. But listen, time will tell, I guess. Actually looks like a fracture compress on that ankle. Been there, done that once, says Vortex. Yeah, people are saying ankle dislocation. That's awful. It really is, if that's the case. Now, here's Almiron. He's going on he's going to try and take on... He's want to throw in. Long had to kick it out there. Right by the corner flag for Newcastle United. So we've got an opportunity here. Definitely looks like some kind of fracture, or worse, an open fracture with a cut to the ankle. Normally, you'd see players react if it was an open fracture, because they'd be, you know, literally hoying up everywhere. We've seen that before. So I'm not sure that is the case, but it's nasty, whatever it is. Carl says, after the way Burnley treated Sean Dyche, they deserve to go down. Yeah, a lot of people felt like that. But listen, the new manager hasn't done too badly, has he? Chelsea have scored. Chelsea lead at home to Watford. I think that could be an absolute cricket score there if Chelsea are in the mood today. And the ball rolls to Nick Pope. Nothing too serious there. So they're the only 2 goals in the Premier League so far. Chelsea leading at Watford. And we have, of course, Wolves leading still by a 1-0 at Anfield. But nothing in this one yet. There hasn't really been anything to talk about in this game, because obviously the injury to Big Joe has knocked a bit of time off there. So that's the way it is. But Burnley on the attack here. Trippier into the tackle and keeps the ball. Cornet wins it back for Burnley. Now, what can Burnley do? That's gone out of play, surely. No, the referee says play on. Linesman was perfectly happy the ball stayed in. But we're pressing hard. We are pressing them and we're making them work. But that's a long ball forward. Lascelles lost it a little bit there. But he's done well. And Cornet brings him down. And that's going to be a free kick to Newcastle. Good play from Lascelles there. Held Cornet off. Just managed to keep him out. And Lascelles then was pushed over and won the free kick. Love to see when Mark... sorry, I didn't see that one. Howie the Toon, win for me on my birthday. Big Joe, hope you're okay. Brian Tate, happy birthday. And hope you're enjoying the commentary, my friend. Danielle, poor Big Joe. Yeah, you'll be gutted with that, because I know you're a big fan of Joe Linton. First time listening. Thanks for the commentary, says Jonathan. No problem, mate. Welcome to the channel. Get yourself subscribed and join this crazy Toon review family. Dubravka's going to take the free kick for Newcastle United. David says we'll catch them on the break twice and win 2-0. Burnley, you know, the longer the game goes on at 0-0, and certainly with Leeds being 0-0 as well, Burnley will have to push forward, because they won't want to risk just drawing this game and then Leeds scoring late. So they will have to push on at some point. But we have the ball at the moment with Sean Longstaff. A terrible first touch, but he's managed to win it back very well, actually, from Cornet. And it's now with Matt Targett pushing forward. He lays it off to Bruno. Bruno skips inside. Wilson. Oh, he tried to lay that off to Matt Targett. Didn't quite come off. And here's Cornet for Burnley. Now they try and break on us. Ball down the line. It's Cornet against Longstaff. Well played, Sean Longstaff. Well played indeed. Now Newcastle break. Almiron on the right-hand side. He's got Trippier outside him. Trippier motoring forward. Here is Kieran Trippier now for Newcastle. Murphy makes a run inside. He's got the support of Bruno now. Bruno, head up. Plenty time on the ball. Burnley trying to keep a decent shape at the back. Played out to Trippier again. Sorry, this is Miggy. Back into Bruno. Bruno, he's got option of Trippier. Burnley trying to close down very quick, but of course, they don't want to commit too many players and leave gaps because that would be suicidal. Tottenham Hotspur scored at Norwich in the race for 4th place. And as we expected, a Tottenham win there. They have taken the lead. It is now 1-0 at Carrow Road. We've got Maxi now on the left-hand side, just slipping and sliding a little bit there. And he does win a throw-in for Newcastle deep inside Burnley's half. Burnley player not very happy, but it definitely rolled out a play. Definitely. That's a good start for Tottenham, by the way. That will settle their nerves down, of course. Arsenal at home to Everton have to win that game and rely on Tottenham dropping something at Norwich, but I can't see it, and Tottenham have gone in front there. But the title race, if you've just joined us, is Wolves are winning at Anfield. Still no goals at the Empty-Had. My target throw in for Newcastle United, deep in the Burnley half. Murphy, nice little spin there, but couldn't control the ball. But he's trying to force the Burnley player into a mistake, and he has. Callum Wilson now comes to Bruno on the edge of the box. A quick shot. Pope saves it, bounces out, and it's cleared for a corner. Well, I think Nick Pope didn't deal too well with that shot from Bruno. Wilson won it back brilliantly, laid it back to Bruno. He had to take the shot quickly, but it bounced just in front of Nick Pope, and he had to rely on the defender clearing it. That was very positive from Newcastle United, hunting them down and winning the ball back like a pack of sharks on a seal. Brilliant stuff. Big Dan Burn has his arms in the air. He wants a header. He wants a goal. Trippier will take this corner for Newcastle United now. In it comes right to the back post. And the claiming handball here. Newcastle players are going ballistic with the referee. They want a VAR check. Is it Pawson, the referee? Oh, fuck that. Collins has got his head in his hands. I think this is a penalty. The cross comes in. Nick Pope managed to get a hand on it. It's flicked away. And that's a handball. That's a penalty to Newcastle United. 100%. He's deliberately done it. He's got his head in his hands. He knows he's ballsed up. And it was falling to the Newcastle player and nodded in the back of the net. And he flicked it over his head with his hand. That is a certain penalty. It's got to be a penalty. If that's not a penalty, I mean, Jesus Christ. He flicks it off the top of Longstaff's head. Longstaff's going to nod the ball in the net, and he flicks it off his head. It's got to be a penalty. How can it be taking so long with this decision? He's literally playing frickin' volleyball, man. Well, they've sent Craig Pawson to the screen. Why can't they just tell Pawson, look, it's a penalty. Just give the penalty. Send him over to the screen. This is what annoys me about VAR. Should he just tell the referee it's a clear handball? There's not even any question about it. Longstaff's there, just about to nod the ball, and he may as well have one of these Castoria crop tops on, man, and be on the beach playing volleyball. Clear penalty, man. It is indeed a penalty. Newcastle United. I mean, God almighty, if he didn't give that, I would shine my arse out of this living room window. Absolutely unbelievable. They've got no complaints. I knew it was a penalty. As soon as I saw the defender, Collins, he had his head in his hand. He knew fine well it was a penalty. No spoilers if you're in front of me, please. Do not say anything on the penalty until I say something, please. Don't spoil it for everybody else. Leeds United have scored at Brentford as well, guys. They lead 1-0. Leeds United are in front. And Callum Wilson will take the penalty for Newcastle United. This could be huge. This could be absolutely huge. With Leeds United just taking the lead. It's going to be Callum Wilson. Looks very focused. Just got his head looking at the ball. He's not even looking at Nick Pope trying to play games. He's focused on where he needs to put this football. Everybody on Sky Sports News is saying penalty. Well, it has to be. It is a penalty. 100%. Don't spoil it, please. Callum Wilson. Very, very, very tense moments in this game. Here he comes. Scores! Callum Wilson bags it in the onion bag and says, thank you very much. 1-0 the Toon. Leeds now lead at Brentford as well. This is turning into quite a story on this Sunday afternoon in the Premier League. But we have taken the lead. Callum Wilson, there was never any question of Wilson missing that. Never a question. He just popped up, Bang! How's your father? Get in the net. Lovely calm penalty. He didn't blast it, just a lovely side foot into the corner. And it is 1-0 to the Toon. Get on. What a time. Forza, please don't put anything in the comments if there's a goal before I've said a goal, please. It spoils it for everyone else. Well, it's gone back to Brentford 0, Leeds 0. Now, I have VAR. It's been given offside. So Leeds United, wow. But as it stands, I think Leeds are a point ahead now of Burnley, aren't they? Because of with the level on points. Somebody will tell me in the comments. I can't remember. But whatever it is, Turf Moor is going to be one nervous place now. But even if that goal is disallowed for Leeds at Brentford, it'll give them massive impetus to go and give them the confidence to go on and win the game. Yeah, Leeds a point ahead, says Gary Cheese, buddy. So there you go. It's still bad news for Burnley. I mean, what was the defender thinking of? I don't get that at all. You know, why would you do such a thing? Kieran Trippier's gone down holding his foot, guys. I'm not sure whether he's being trod on, but that does not look good. Yeah, that's a nasty piece of... You know what? We know what Barnes is like. That was nasty crap, that. Trippier had cleared the ball, and, Barnes goes in late. Sickening again. I can't stand him, Ashley Barnes. I really can't. He's a dirty little shit. He really is a dirty little twat. Don't like him. Don't like him in the slightest. Anyway, the game continues. And Burnley now, midway through our half with Collins, who will be desperately trying to make up for that horrendous handball. Gives it straight to Matt Targett. Targett blasted off Collins. Burnley are really putting the foot in now, guys. This is what I'm worried about. Burnley go too far and start injuring players. But hey-ho. What happened to Big Joe? Good afternoon, Paul from Malta. Well, he went off injured, but we're not sure what the injury is. Corner is not going to get that. That's going to roll out for a goal kick. I just don't want the likes of Ashley Barnes just, bad losing and being a dirty little bastard like he was there. That was a shocking challenge on Kieran Trippier, but luckily he's okay. Caught the top of his foot. But hey-ho. Yeah, people are saying in the comments about it being a deliberate handball. I have to agree. I think it was shocking. Liverpool have equalised, by the way. It's now 1-1 at Anfield. But Man City, they're still 0-0 with Villa. And, of course, they've got the Steven Gerrard link there, haven't you? He'll be wanting Villa to desperately hang on. Trippier hits it long towards Callum Wilson. That's going to drop for Bruno. Bruno, that's not a great ball from him. Straight to Collins. Collins turns. We just need to work our asses off now for the next 45 minutes. Yeah, guys, please stop asking for links to the game. We're not allowed to give any links out. Please understand that. Just enjoy the commentary, enjoy the game, listening to it, and enjoy Newcastle leading. Cross comes in from Burnley, headed away by Dan Burn. He'll certainly be up for the fight. He'll not take any shit today. You're guaranteed on that. So the title race is spicing up then, because if Liverpool get another one, that's going to put the nerves up Manchester City, who are still 0-0 with Villa. Is it going to be another Aguero moment where Liverpool take the lead and then Man City score in the 95th minute? Crazy. Carter's Barnes said they were going to be rough. Listen, I get they have to be, right? They have to be. They have to get stuck in. But there's a way of getting stuck in and there's a way of trying to injure somebody. And we know what they're like. Ashley Barnes is twisted from the word go. He's just harping on in the referee's ear all the time. Barnes said he would snap wood if he played like... listen, he's an arsehole at times, Ashley Barnes. He's good if he plays for your team. You can't complain about that. But if he's not playing for your team, then sod it. Guys, we've got over 850 watching, which is incredible. If you're new to the channel, please do hit that subscribe button. Thank you very much. And the notification bell. You can become a member of the Toon Review as well if you hit the join button. And if you'd like to donate to the channel, please do hit the dollar sign at the bottom of the live comments, and that'll take you through there. So thank you very much in advance for that. Sosball, but it's all going on at the moment. Draws, winning and getting beat. Come on, Toon, Black and White Army. Hi, Mark from Ireland. Great show. I don't care who goes down. One scum Liverpool don't want to win the league. Interesting. But it could end up like that at the moment. Anyway, Burnley have it in our box at the minute. There's a lot of head tennis going on. Flicked away. Bruno clears away. That looked like a handball again, but the referee says play on. He's fucking blind, this referee. Arsenal have taken the lead against Everton with a penalty. So they're giving it a go for top four, but unfortunately for them, Tottenham are also leading at Norwich by 1-0. So it's going down the wire, guys, still. There's still no decisions anywhere. Everybody keep looking at the Etihad score, but it's still nothing, which means that there'll be squeaky bums definitely at the Etihad. Corner for Burnley swung in. Dubravka comes out and catches it. A mighty catch. And all you can see is a raw. Sorry, the fact that's cynical. That's got to be a yellow card. We're on a break there, and Tarkowski brings down Bruno. That's a shocking tackle. Why is that not a yellow card? I mean, listen, I'm all for contact in football and everything and hard tackles, but he stopped the break from Newcastle United there and wasn't given a yellow card. Pawson's having a mare. Anyway, Dubravka will take this free kick midway through the first half. Doug says, why can't Pawson see what Burnley are doing? Because he's a knob. He's not one of the greatest referees in the world. Never has been, in my opinion, anyway. But he missed that simple handball for a start for our goal. Jacob Murphy wins a throw into Newcastle midway through the Burnley half. Oh, Brentford, we want Calvin Phillips. Look, I don't want Brentford. I want Leeds to stay up. That's just my personal opinion. I want them to stay up. I like Leeds as a football club as well. It's very similar to us, hard-working fans, etc. McNeil has just brought down. He's given away a free kick. Miggy just showed his back to McNeil, knew exactly what was coming, and McNeil, his knee's in his back. What's he putting his knee up there for? This is obviously, tactics from Burnley. They know what they're doing here. Anyway, Newcastle have a free kick. Miggy's run over to Trippier as well to try and second guess who's going to take it, but we all know who's going to take this free kick. There's no doubt about that. Free kick to Newcastle. We've got all the big boys in the penalty area. And it comes from Trippier right to the back post, but nobody's there. Maxi desperately trying to catch it, but it's going to roll out for a throw in. Poor free kick that from Trippier. Way overhit. But we'll press them in. We'll keep them penned in here. 60% possession for Newcastle United, 40 for Burnley. But this, remember, is the new fighting team that we have at Newcastle. Bruno getting stuck in, but Burnley on the break here. They've got a 2-on-1. This is dangerous. Corners at the far post, completely unmarked, but brilliant defending from Jamal Lascelles. Sticks out a foot and intercepts the ball. That was an excellent bit of play from Lascelles. Read it very well, which we don't often say very much for Jamal Lascelles, but he did, and he's held the ball. He's won the ball back, and it's gone out for a throw to Burnley. It's thrown, very long throw, deep into the Newcastle box. Again, a bit of head tennis going on here. And Trippier calmly just nods it back, nonchalantly back to Martin Dubravka. And that's the kind of class that we love from Trippier. Calm as a summer's day sea. Just nodded back, no problem at all. Burnley scruffy club, says Danielle. Yeah, she's not happy with their tactics today. Let's thrash these now if they want to get nasty. Exactly. Well said, Jack. I think we should. I think we should go for the throat now. If that's how they want to play it, let's just play good football and go for it. Go for it. That's the best way to answer them, isn't it? Just not bother, getting in with dirty fouls and things like that. Just go and play football, play it round them, and score loads of goals. It's clear Burnley's intention to try and rough us up, but they're not getting there. 2-0 to Arsenal, by the way, at the Emirates. So again, Everton are having a very off day, which I don't care. Should be in the bloody relegation zone, but that's a poor touch from Maxi. Burnley trying to get back on us now, trying to attack us a bit more. That's a terrible little flick, and Matt Target's just going to let that roll for a throw-in. Still no goals at the Etihad, guys. It's still 1-1 at Anfield. And as it stands for the top four, Tottenham are 2-0 up now at Norwich. So it doesn't matter what Arsenal do. Tottenham clearly are going to be in fourth place and in that Champions League spot. But still to be decided is, of course, relegation and, of course, the winners of the Premier League. But we have a big say in the relegation battle here. We are clearly out to win this game. Long ball forward from Burnley. Dan Burn heads it away. Flicked on. It comes to Bruno. Bruno's first touch is poor. He's caught late again. These are very late tackles going in here, and the referee is doing nothing to calm it down. Nothing. He's not giving yellow cards out. He's just letting these fouls happen. Brian Tates has just subscribed, mate. You can hear this commentary like you could be a professional. Maybe you'd have to hand back on saying dirty little twat in the BBC. Yeah, I've just said that many times. Thanks, Brian, and welcome to the Toon Review, mate. But I can't understand how Pawson has not dished out a yellow card. Not even a yellow card for the handball, which I find incredibly just madness. Absolute madness. So Dubravka again halfway through his own half. He's going to launch this up again towards probably Callum Wilson. Indeed it is. Except Dan Burns under there. It bounces off him. Chance here. Callum Wilson just couldn't bring it down in the box. It comes out to Maxi now. Maxi turns. He's got two Burnley players on him. He fancies this, but he's lost the ball again. And it's cleared away by Burnley. Flicked on by Cornet, but Trippier is there and just, again, calmly back to Dubravka, who's way out of his penalty area. Plays it long towards Almiron on the right. It's one. He's got no chance of winning that in the air. Trippier once again goes back to Dubravka. Dubravka again, long towards Callum Wilson. Wilson brings it down brilliantly. Lays it off to Maxi now. He will fancy another run. He's got Wilson on the outside. Maxi cuts in, gives it to Miggy. Miggy turns. He's got, again, good support from Maximan. That plays it to the right to Bruno across to Longstaff. Longstaff dragged it back, plays a lovely ball out to the right to Kieran Trippier. Trippier's got Murphy making a great run. Murphy cuts back onto his left. Trippier's in support again. Cross comes across. Wilson's trying to go for it. He's out. It comes back to Longstaff. Longstaff, lovely ball to Murphy. Murphy back to Longstaff. Brilliant football from Newcastle. But in the end, Longstaff unfortunately brings the Burnley player down and a free kick conceded. That's disappointing. Whether the Burnley player made a bit more of it than what he should have, but great football. Longstaff into Murphy. Oh, that's soft. That is really soft. As soon as he felt the arm of Longstaff on his shoulder, he went down like a bag of horse manure in a farmyard. It was just unbelievable. Just down you go, son. Still 0-0 at the Etihad. Still 1-1 at Anfield. Still nothing decided there. Top four's going to Tottenham. They're currently 2-0 up at Norwich. And as it stands, Newcastle lead here 1-0. Leeds are 0-0 at Brentford. And at the moment, Leeds are staying in the Premier League. But a long way to go yet. A long, long way. Here's Wilson for Newcastle. Again, another filthy little trip. Roberts bringing down Wilson. Where is these yellow? This is disgusting refereeing, by the way. There should have been at least 3 yellow cards now. Every time Newcastle try and have a break, they're being brought down. So how is that not a yellow card? Shocking tactics. Shocking. Burnley manager looking extremely worried on the bench. Listen, his team had done nought at the minute apart from create fouls. You know, maybe if they tried concentrating and playing football, they might get somewhere. But they're not doing that. As soon as they don't have the ball, they're bringing Newcastle players down. Emma Courtney, good afternoon. First time watching. Keep up the good work, mate. Thanks, Emma. Get yourself subscribed to this crazy tin pot challenge of a channel. And a free kick goes nowhere. Dan Byrne trying to win it. We've got to try something else with those free kicks, you know. We really do. Heart goes out to Joe Linton, Paul. Like to thank him for the turnaround for himself. Get well soon. Indeed. And I'm sure we'll find out. Obviously, I haven't got the commentary on because I'm doing it myself. So if anybody does hear what's happened to Joe Linton or there's any kind of inclination into what happened to Joe Linton, please let me know. Farhad says we need at least one more goal before we can relax. I agree. I do think we need a second goal. But certainly the way Burnley are playing, I mean, you know, this is a team desperately trying to stay in the Premier League. And all they're more bothered about is bringing us down and terrible, terrible tactics. I don't know what they're trying to do. Nice touch from Miggy now for Bruno. He'll play it out left to Matt Targett just inside the Burnley half. He plays it out to St. Maximan. Maximan back to Targett into Miggy. Miggy's touch let him down there a little bit, but he did get he survived that. Now, Jamal Lascelles as Newcastle switch the play again out to the right-hand side to Trippier. Trippier's head up. He plays it inside to Sean Longstaff into Bruno. Back to Longstaff, but it was a terrible pass from Bruno. Very under hit, and Burnley win the ball back. On the left-hand side here, but a good pressing again from Newcastle as the ball goes out. Aston Villa have taken the lead at the Etihad. Wow, this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. Are Manchester City going to bottle this? This is unbelievable. I mean, listen, we've seen so many times that, you know, Man City have been a goal down and they come back in the second half and score 6 or 7. So it's not over yet, but it's what's at stake that is the difference, and who the manager of Aston Villa is, who happens to be a legend, i.e. Steven Gerrard. So it's not this. It's incredible, isn't it, what happens on the last day of a season? It really is. But here's come Burnley. Now, Collins making a great run down the right-hand side. Slightly overhit pass forces him out wide. He gets the cross in and very well cleared from Sean Longstaff, who's had a decent first half, by the way. Wilson can't keep it in, so he decides to kick it into the crowd. I mean, listen, Sean Longstaff's put some really nice passes in here so far in the first half. I mean, that score from the Etihad will now be resounding around Anfield. Anfield's crowd will be lifted. The players will then know. I mean, this is incredible. Incredible last day of the season already. Long ball by Nick Pope. Again, Ashley Barnes and Dan Byrne challenge for the ball. And it's Barnes that comes out with the free kick. That's going to be an interesting battle all the way through. Barnes having a little lash out, but here come Burnley. And that's nice defending again from Jamal Lascelles. Look at them. Honestly, the tactics to win the ball back, it stinks. They're tripping Maxi over now. Come on, referee! Burnley have the ball with McNeil. Oh, he might take this on his left foot. He hits it. It's over the bar. Sean Longstaff screaming at the referee there because there was a trip and he should have been a free kick. But again, nothing from this referee. Absolute shocking. Palace lead at Selhurst Park now, 1-0 against Manchester United. Not really a surprise, but Danielle, you will be happy. Man United are getting beat. I have a feeling that, you know how I said earlier on that Van Dijk didn't start the game and neither did Salah. If it goes into the second half at 1-1 and Man City are getting beat, wow. I think you can say that Salah will definitely come on and he'll probably put Van Dijk up front and all. Ball back with Nick Pope, and he's totally sliced the clearance, which will be a throw into Newcastle midway through the Burnley half. Wow. I mean, this is incredible. What a last day of the season this is panning out to be. We're playing decent. We got the goal through Callum Wilson's penalty after a clear handball by Collins. And if Burnley are relegated on that, then Collins is going to feel a bit shit. I just don't understand what he was doing. I really, really don't. Here's Callum Wilson for Newcastle. A little stab out to the left now to Almiron. Back to Wilson. He plays it to Matt Targett. There's nobody in the box yet, but Targett tries a little clip through for Wilson. Doesn't quite come off. And it's hammered away by Collins for Burnley. Only as far as Trippier. Trippier brilliantly wins the ball, but then it's gone the other way. And Burnley are on the break now with Barnes. Barnes out to McNeil on the left-hand side. He's got Longstaff all over him at the minute. Great play from Sean Longstaff, forcing him practically back to the halfway line. Well done. Burnley desperately now thump the ball forward towards that. Wow, what a dive. I mean, I'll give him 10 out of 10 for that. As soon as he felt the Newcastle shoulder in him, boosh. Went down quicker than a Dutch hooker. Unbelievable stuff. Wow, this is incredible, guys. It's still 1-0 to Aston Villa, still 1-1 at Anfield, still 1-0 to the Toon here at Turf Moor, and still 0-0 at the Brentford Community Stadium. Tottenham, you can fair enough say, have won 4th place because they're 2-0 up at Norwich, and that ain't going to change. No way. West Ham have also scored. They lead 1-0 at Brighton, which will mean they'll finish higher than Manchester United. Wow. Ten Hag's got a hell of a job there. David says Burnley have more dives than Pink Lane. Interesting. Now, Trippier has it on the right-hand side for Newcastle. He's got Sean Longstaff in support. He looked to Bruno, but then turned away. Gives it into Almiron, who's pushed off the ball. So he's not going to get a free kick for that. That's where I think Miggy needs to improve his game. He needs to be a lot stronger on the ball instead of just getting rolled away, which is disappointing. Tremendous challenge coming in there from Trippier, by the way. Wow. Throw deep in the Burnley half. Well, he's literally walking more yards than a camel in the desert there to take that free kick, to take that throw in. It was down by the bloody penalty area, and it ends up being halfway through Burnley's half. Oh dear, they've just thrown it straight, played it straight out of play. Frustration is creeping in here for Burnley. You can tell the guys, the Burnley players are kicking the ball around now after every decision. They're not happy. Big job for their manager. Big job at half-time. But we've looked comfortable. We've never looked like giving a goal away at the moment, touch wood. But, we've been like that for a while now. Lascelles plays a long ball down the line to absolutely nobody. I'm sure Jamal Lascelles sees ghosts, because when he plays these balls down the line, there's nobody ever there. I'm just wondering if he looks up and he's seeing Casper or somebody like that. I think he needs to call the Ghostbusters in. Sort his eyesight out, definitely. I think Man United will be very pleased to see the back end of this season. Paul says, really don't want to see that smug, whining German toothy git winning the Premier League or Champions League, and the fans won't stop going on about it for years. Maybe so, but it's, at the moment, Paul, it's looking that way. It's certainly for the Premier League and the Champions League final next Saturday, of course. But at the moment, it's all good for Liverpool. Well, not yet, it's not, but I would assume they'll probably beat Wolves. But then again, you'd probably say that Manchester City would probably beat Aston Villa, and it ain't happening that way at the minute. A couple of minutes now before half-time. It is still 1-0 to Newcastle. Not a great deal going on in this game. Just battling, just going on along the midfield. Long ball over the top again. Miles offside was Cornet. Lascelles into Trippier. Trippier into Bruno. Lovely football from Newcastle, playing themselves out of defence. Fantastic stuff. Bruno was still not out of there yet, but then Lascelles goes long. He says, I've had enough of this little back passing. Miggy causing problems. Oh, look at that, man, referee. He's given a free kick to Burnley. How is that a free kick to Burnley? Honestly, stick an ice pop up my arse. That is not right. Miggy wins the ball. That is... Somebody tell me how that is a free kick to Burnley. Really? Thank you for the £4.49 super chat, Peter Furbank. Hi, Paul. Hope we don't get sucked into scrappy football by the fouls. I don't think we will. I don't think that's how Eddie Howe wants us to play. He'll stay secure. Anyway, the ball's bouncing in our half. Trippier heads it away to Maxi, who's had a very quiet first half, I have to say. Oh, what a dive. And then they play the quick free kick and they mess it up completely. It's with Matt Target now. Plays it down the left to Maxi. Maxi inside to Bruno. Dreadful pass again. And now sets McNeil away for Burnley. He's going to tee it up. He hits it straight at Martin Dubravka. Oh, Maxi, I'm not even going to discuss his first half display because he's been shocking. Absolutely shocking. He's given the ball away loads of times, and that nearly cost us a frigging goal. Leeds living dangerously, says Neil. Well, everybody's living dangerously at the moment, it has to be said, in the battle for all of the finishing positions. Here's Cornet for Burnley, trying to get round Lascelles, and he wins the free kick. What a surprise! Cornet's gone down like he's been struck by lightning. I'm not sure why he's gone down in so much pain and agony. I mean, Jesus Christ, get a grip of yourself. He's holding his shoulder. Now, whether he's put his shoulder out when he landed, I don't know, or whether he's just been a soft little shite. But time will tell. Burnley physio is on. He is grimacing a bit, but you never know. I mean, is it possible here that he's knocked his shoulder out when he's landed here? Oh, actually, yeah, he did land a bit horrible. Yeah, fair play to Cornet. He may have done himself a shoulder injury there, but if he's got to go off, that's probably good for us, really. Stu says, take ASM off. He's done more harm than good. Indeed. He has. I agree with that. He's had a shit first half. Needs to be so much better. And had that been a goal given away against us, then we would have been up shit creek. 5 minutes of injury time as well, guys, just to let you know. After, of course, the lengthy injury to Big Joe earlier. Cornet looks like he's okay. This is a free kick for Burnley inside the Newcastle half. Obviously, we know where this is going. Straight into our penalty area. Well, it's a terrible free kick, and Lascelles heads it away. Maxi gives chase. This could be a break here if Matty Target hits it first time to Maxi. He does. Maximan now. Has he got the pace? He has got the pace! Oh, Nick Pope saves with his left hand. Burnley trying to clear it. It's come to Bruno. Oh, give our man! Are you having a laugh? Bruno's put his arm up to defend himself off the Burnley player. The Burnley player's gone down like he's been shot. And he's given a free kick to Burnley. Holy shit. Unbelievable. Maxi should have done better, to be fair. He had the pace, and then he tries to bend it into the corner. Good save by Nick Pope, but it wasn't really hit with any... I didn't really get his foot on it. Good save by Nick Pope, but he should have done better, Maxi, in my opinion. But then what the hell is this? He puts his arm out and give our man. Unbelievable. Shocking. Please don't ask where we're getting the stream from or anything like that, guys. We can't tell you, unfortunately. Just enjoy the commentary. There is a lot of bias in this game. I have to, Callum, you're right. The referee didn't even give that penalty, remember? He had to go back and watch it on the screen when it was clear cut for everybody to see. Oh, lovely turn by Murphy and sets Newcastle on the break. Now, can he find the pass? No. He tried to cut it between two defenders and let Maxi in. Brilliant play by Miggy, bringing the ball down there. Trippier swings it out to Dan Burn. Dan Burn inside to Bruno. Bruno to Longstaff. Longstaff's got Matt Target left of him. Trying to find him, but has to turn back to Dan. Look at that late tackle. The referee is waved play on, but how is that not that's got to be a yellow. Referee! He hasn't even blown for a foul there either. Wilson now battling for the ball. This is disgraceful tactics from Burnley. Absolutely shocking. Ashley Barnes is having a little cry again. Oh, spit your dummy out, you fanny. Honestly, what a tit you make yourself look. Burnley's tactics are absolutely disgraceful. Half-time's going around on the Premier League, but of course we still play on because of the injury to Big Joe. But we lead. And at the minute, Liverpool are 1-1 with Wolves at half-time. Well, it's not half-time there yet, but Aston Villa are 1-0 up at the Etihad. That is half-time. We've had nothing from this referee. Nothing in this game. Long kick from Dubravka. Finds nobody. Matt Target brings the ball back. Bruno getting there. Comes out to Trippier. Trippier just does a sort of karate kick to get rid of the ball. That's well won by Sean Longstaff. That's what I want to see from him, getting stuck in like that. Tremendous stuff. Lascelles again getting in front of corner. Time almost up here in the first half. Newcastle United still lead by Callum Wilson's penalty. The ref arrived at Turf Moor in a variety sunshine bus, says Stu. You're not wrong there, buddy. Long ball from Burnley. We just need to see this out now to half time. Right, the 5 minutes are up. Pawson decides to play on. And finally, the half-time whistle goes, guys. And it is Newcastle United leading at Turf Moor by a goal to nil. Leeds United are 0-0 with Brentford. So as it stands, Burnley are getting relegated. And quite frankly, on the way they've performed in this first half and the tactics they're playing, I can't wait to see these twats go down. Disgraceful is all I can say. Absolutely diabolical refereeing from Pawson as well. Missed the penalty. Misses a horrible tackle. He's missed at least 4 yellow cards. I don't know what this man's on here, but it's absolutely disgusting refereeing. But then again, as Newcastle fans, how much are we used to this shit? Honestly. Well, listen, as far as I'm concerned, the lads have done well. They haven't been getting sucked into the Burnley tactics. They've just stood the ground. They've done really well. And I'm pleased. I have to say, I'm pleased with the response. You know, they're not sitting back and just whinging about the tackles. We're trying to play football. There's no doubt about that. But Burnley, on the other hand, clearly aren't. They're just happy to get stuck, just put the foot in, injure our guys. But there's definitely some yellow cards that have been missed by Pawson. Honest to God, ASM is a bit iffy. Great midfield work, Miggy, decent defense. Yeah, ASM had that run towards half-time there, which, in my opinion, he should have done better with, but he didn't. But listen, I'm going to take a little toilet break, guys, and I'll be back with you in 5 minutes or so. Like I say, if you're new to the channel, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. You can hit the notification bell, and then you'll be notified every time we upload a video or we go live. And also, if you'd like to donate to the channel, please do. You can hit the $ at the bottom of the live comments, and that'll take you through to a way of paying to donate to the channel. So thank you so much for everybody that has done so far. Very, very kind of you. But before I go, we just have to play you this. Get your merch.
So let's get down to business. I've been waiting, think I wanna make that move now. Baby, tell me if you like it. Tell me if you like it now. I've been waiting, think I wanna make that move now. Baby, tell me how you like it. Let's get down to business.
There you go, guys. You can order your mugs right now at toonreview.co.uk. Just to let you know, we have got a lot more coming merch-wise. We've got T-shirts, sweaters, hoodies, caps, phone cases, all coming in the next few weeks, guys. We are busy behind the scenes working really hard to find a provider that will do the job for us as we want them to be done. So it's very difficult, but once we find one for all sorts of merch, for each one, we will be uploading them to the site, and you can get your merch right there. But at the minute, there's lots of mugs, variety of mugs. Get your coffee mugs or tea mugs, and we'll get them shipped off to you as soon as they are made to order. So as soon as you order them, we get a batch together. We send them to the manufacturer, who is on vacation till the 27th of this month. But as soon as she's back, she's making them, and we get them out to yourselves. So have a look at the website, see what you think, and I will be back with you in around 5-10 minutes for the second half. So really looking forward to that. In the meantime, enjoy. Hi guys, welcome back. Thank you for staying with us during the halftime break. Just go through some of your comments here after that first half. Wonder if Tarkovsky's losing the chance to be part of the project. Burnley won't come back, and even if they do, I put money on Leeds sending them down anyway. It's not clear what happened to Joe Linton other than injury to ankle, but it didn't look good. Why always chat about getting rid of Maxi? Got to get a right winger to take the pressure off. Yeah, I agree with that, actually, Bradley. I think if we got a decent right winger in, we wouldn't always have to go down the left-hand side, to be honest. I think Miggy's had a good game today, no doubt about that, but he doesn't do what Maxi does. We need a right winger who takes players on and whips balls in. Everton, by the way, pulled a goal back at the Emirates right on half-time, so it's 2-1 there. Couple of games are back underway, but we're just waiting for Newcastle's to get back underway here at Burnley. Maxi should have tried to turn and shoot from the edge of the box. His shot was too easy for the keeper, wasted chance. Yeah, we've seen that, but listen, I do believe that Maxi will be here next season. I'm not going to sort of jump on him. He hasn't played very well first half, absolutely not. But listen, he could turn around and have a blinding second half. I have a feeling that Burnley may come out a little bit aggressive in this, more aggressive in the second half than what we saw in the first. But the fact of the matter is, look, they need to win, and they're not playing like a team that needs to win. They're playing like a team who are, I don't actually know what Burnley are trying to do this afternoon. I'm baffled by their tactics. I really am. They're not doing anything that would show me that they're a team desperately trying to avoid going down to the Championship. They've had a couple of shots from long range, but nothing really that has put us in any immediate danger of conceding a goal. At the other end, we haven't exactly done much either, to be fair. We haven't, Pope saved from, of course, that Maxi breakthrough, and then, obviously the penalty. But we haven't really done anything else at the other end. But listen, we've got the goal, and that's all that counts for me. We've got the goal, and it's now about managing this game well, and depending on which way Eddie Howe wants to go with it. So we've got to just see how we go, and then see the game out. And then that's the season over and done with. George, thank you very much. Sorry for being late posting this, but I was ironing. A £5 goal for the Toon. How are the lads? Cheers, George. Thanks for the £5 super chat, buddy. Ironing. Very interesting. Very interesting. We've got Stato back in the house. Excuse me. Stato's back in Poland. Just landed this afternoon. But he will be joining us for the review show. We do have the match review show tonight at 8 p.m, of course, so do join us for that. Me, Billy, Danielle, and Alex mulling over this game today. And, of course, what happened in the rest of the games in the Premier League, summing it all up. And, of course, sometime next week, we will, probably Thursday night, be having the Toon Review Season Awards show, which should be a really good laugh. Lots of crazy little different awards going into that as well, so looking forward to that. Rowan says, come on, Maxi. He's hardly had the ball, so give the lad a chance. Yeah, but the times he's had the ball, Rowan, he hasn't done much with it. But listen, like I say, he could have a brilliant second half. So we'll just have to wait and see, won't we? Barbara says, top 10 finish if we win this one, Paul. Just an incredible achievement. And if Eddie Howe doesn't get manager of the year after that, then I don't know who will. For me, he's simply got to be manager of the season. There's no doubt in my eyes about that. Some games have kicked off, some haven't yet for the second half. Arsenal are underway. Man City and Villa are back underway. Liverpool, Wolves, according to my, haven't kicked off yet. But listen, it's going to be incredible. It really is. Thoroughly looking forward to what this second half brings. And I hope we play really well. We're just about to kick off here now. Callum Wilson over the ball to get the final 45 minutes underway of Newcastle United's 21-22 season. It's been a brilliant season, certainly from a point of view of the takeover. I've started the clock because it does tend to slow down a little bit as the game goes on. So we are underway, second half. And it's back to Jamal Lascelles. So here we go. This is it, guys. Liverpool's back underway as well. They're all underway now. So Let's see how the final day of the season pans out. Just looking to Leicester. Have Leicester City scored there? Yes, Leicester have gone ahead against Southampton. Pretty meaningless game, to be honest. As things stands, we're top 10. I'm not sure whether that Leicester game means anything to us. I haven't got the live league table in front of me, unfortunately, but we'll see what happens. A long punted ball down the field. That is shocking, man. Pawson, what are you doing? Already, we're not even a minute into the second half. Wilson is thrown to the floor and Pawson just waves play on. This is how players end up getting injured, in my opinion, when you've got a referee as weak as this Burke. What a twat he is, honestly. Monumental bell end. Burnley, well, finally we get a free kick there. I'm not sure what that was for. Late boot in on Dan Burn, who's holding his foot. If Klopp gets the quadruple, how can anyone say how... Listen, it's Premier League Manager of the Season. I wish people would understand this. It's Premier League Manager of the Season that Howe is in for, right? So it doesn't matter whether, Mr. Toothy Man from Germany wins the Champions League and wins the... You've got to look at what Eddie Howe has done. And he's had two of his best players out for several months. Let's not forget that either. We can't catch Leicester unless there is a 19-goal swing. Well, we've got to really put it in the second half in that case. We have a throw in here deep inside Burnley's half, which we are clearly taking our time with. Oh, the Honey Monster's there today with a Joe Linton shirt on. Nice to see. Oh, brilliant, man. The Honey Monster. Brilliant stuff. Brilliant stuff. You can't beat the Newcastle fans. I don't care what anybody says. You just cannot beat the Toon Army. Just incredible, incredible fans. And, we always will be. There's a Burnley player down, screaming to the floor. I don't think there was any free kick given there, but there you go. It's Tarkowski that's down, actually, and doesn't look too comfortable. Let's have a look. Bruno took one on the knee there, Tarkowski. I think it was a 50-50 challenge. Bruno going for the ball, Tarkowski going for the ball. Bruno actually won the ball. He kicked through. Obviously, as his foot went to the other side, he caught Tarkowski's knee, and that's what the free kick... Sorry, that's why Tarkowski went down. But I don't think the referee gave a free kick there, to be fair. Keith says, any news on Big Joe's injury? I haven't heard anything, to be honest. If anybody has, please feel free to put it in the comments. 10th man, what a season. Unreal. I was convinced we were down even after January. Look, the bottom line is, Eddie's done a remarkable job, and nobody can say otherwise. He has done a remarkable job. Listen, you're guaranteed, right? If this was a Brentford or somebody of that ilk, or even Aston Villa, Steven Gerrard, do you think he wouldn't get Premier League Manager of the Year? If Villa had done what Eddie Howe's done for Newcastle, you're damn right he would. Simply because of who he is, but because it's Newcastle. Tom says Manager of the Year does not mean the manager of the Premier League champions is automatically Manager of the Year. It should be awarded the achievements that a manager with the resources there. Exactly. And let's face it, he's had two of his best players out as well in Trippier and Wilson for a long, long time. Still no change at Etihad or at Anfield. It is still really tight. There will be twitching asses everywhere across the UK at the minute, but we have the ball on the right now with Jacob Murphy. Murphy inside to Miggy, plays a lovely ball back to Murphy. Murphy clips the ball across. Oh, it's almost an own goal. Clearly, Collins didn't mean to do that, and if that had gone in, that would just sum up Collins' afternoon, quite frankly. But there you go. Brighton have equalised against West Ham. It is 1-1 now at the Amex. But Newcastle are putting a bit of attacking pressure on Burnley here. They want this game sewn up. Longstaff now. He's got Bruno inside, but he's going to go back to Lascelles. Lascelles, no need to risk anything. Plays it back to Dubravka. He's got Matty Target out left, but he's got Lascelles back in a good position here. Lascelles decides to go long. It's an awful ball straight out of play. And that's why we need a ball playing centre-half, guys, because Lascelles just can't do it. He cannot bring the ball out of defence like that. He can't. I mean, Collins completely messed up that clearance there, and luckily Nick Pope was right there. Good play by Dan Burn again. And he sees the ball out for a Newcastle goal kick. Brilliant strength from Dan Burn there, just to hold Cornet off. Cornet did not look amused with that, but what do we care, eh? What do we care? And Dubravka's certainly not going to rush this goal kick. Very interesting choice of colour of tape around his socks. He's gone with pink. Long ball again from Burnley. Lascelles under it, but Cornet brings it down. Well, Murphy not strong enough in the tackle there. And here come Burnley now down the left-hand side. The cross is absolutely awful. And it just drops behind. Shocking from Taylor, that. Really bad. No more goals to tell you about so far, but the Burnley fans are looking extremely worried, guys. Brian, the Everton scores 2-1 to Arsenal as it stands. Everton pulling a goal back just before half-time. Now, Maxi giving chase on Collins. Collins does really well, holds him off, turns and tries to create another tap, but he gives it away, and then we give it straight back. Burnley now trying to attack us. Not sure what kind of defending that was from Newcastle, but Burnley are breaking. But Dan... Is that Dan Burn? Yeah, brilliantly comes across. And he's holding Ashley Barnes off. Barnes was clever there because he clearly had his foot in the way. So, lovely touch. Lovely little touch from Miggy, but apparently the ball's gone out of play. I'm not sure what's going on here. Pawson telling everybody to calm down. Well, it's his fault, really. He's causing all of this. How many snacks has Paul got? I've only got a bag of Haribos in front of me just to keep me sugar levels up, Paul. So that's all I've got, actually, matey. So it's certainly not level 7 Dave standard. You've had a Sinclair, son. Callum says Miggy gets next goal. That's my prediction. Dan Burn again, heading away. He's looked very, very solid today, Dan Burn. Now Maxi brings it away for Newcastle. Down the left-hand side. And wins a throw-in. And look at the shirt. Maxi's shirt's ripped. I mean, this is it. Disgraceful, honestly. Just shocking, man. We're back in 11th now because of Brighton's equaliser, but, you know. Oh, brilliant from Miggy. Miggy now wants to go on a little run and wins a throw-in for us. No, in fact, it's gone to Burnley, who then move 5 yards up the pitch to take the throw-in. Very interesting. Honestly, Pawson is just given he's having he's a balls referee, isn't he? He's absolutely. Apparently, Leeds have a penalty, guys. Wow. So here it goes. This is a big, big chance for Leeds now. If they score, Burnley are in the shitter. I mean, they're in the shitter already, but this is a big, big chance. Arsenal have taken a 3-1 lead now against Everton. When Everton lose, it's always a good day. And now we'll see whether Leeds can convert their penalty at the Brentford Community Stadium. That will put the real shitters up to up Burnley fans. Because you can guarantee that if Leeds score, it'll resound around Turf Moor very, very quickly. And quite frankly, on Burnley's disgraceful tactical performance today, they deserve to go down. They've been absolute balls. Oh, that's a terrible ball, but they managed to keep it in play. Leeds United have converted the penalty and are 1-0 up. Absolutely superb news for Leeds United fans and for me because I want Leeds to stay up. Burnley now have it all to do. They really do. Newcastle battling away in midfield there, still leading by a goal to nil. Played out left now. Here's Taylor for Burnley. He can't get round Kieran Trippier, though. Brilliant defending. And then he nutmegs him to give the ball to Murphy. Tremendous stuff there from Kieran Trippier. Miggy brings it forward for Newcastle, playing a much more central role in this second half here. Here now is Maximan on the left. He wants to have a dart and run down the left-hand side. He does. Burnley win the ball and keep it in play. Maxi's not very happy, but he has to get on with it. Good forcing by Sean Longstaff, forcing Burnley back, which we tend to be very, very good at the minute. We really do. But Burnley will continue to press. There's no doubt about that now. It's desperation stakes for Burnley. They have to win the game. And here's Cornet. Oh, brilliant tackle from Dan Burn. Cornet just about to pull the trigger, and the big 15-foot-long leg of Dan Burn comes to the rescue and sends it out to a corner. Roy Rose says, just want to say a big thank you, Paul, to all your content and hard work. Been a pleasure to watch, mate. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. This is incredible for a last day of the season. It's on tenterhooks now. Corner for Burnley, swung in. It's a very deep one. We win it, but it's bouncing around, and it's cleared eventually by Sean Longstaff. Maxi gives chase, and he gets there first. This is a chance to Newcastle to break. Callum Wilson's busting a good forward. If Maxi can find him, he doesn't. He goes behind him to Miggy. Miggy, he's got Callum Wilson on the outside. He lays it into Wilson. It's a terrible pass, but Wilson gets the ball and wins a corner. Awful play from Miggy, it has to be said. Absolutely dreadful. That was a real opportunity to seal the game. Arsenal have gone 4-1 up now, by the way. 4-1 to Arsenal. So they are pretty much home and dry against Everton. And Everton not having a great finish to the season, but who gives a shit? But the Burnley fans will know that Leeds have scored and things are not going their way. But it's at the other end. It's still tied at Anfield and still 1-0 to Villa at the Etihad. Corner for Newcastle, which Kieran Trippier is going to take. Right at the back post where Jamal Lascelles waits. It was just slightly too high for Lascelles. And Burnley get it away. Corner now. He's got Matt Targett all over him and Sean Longstaff, but he manages to squirt the ball out to McNeil. Corner then goes down, claiming he's been poleaxed. Get up. Oh, what an effort he caught. Another one from Bruno this time, trying to catch the goalkeeper off his line. Incredible. But listen, how long before Burnley run out of patience here and they're going to start really just having an awful time trying to... You know, we've looked very good defensively. There's not really any opportunities for Burnley so far. Salah is about to come on, I believe, for Liverpool, so... There you go. Please, no fake scores in here. If you put fake scores on, we'll just throw you off the chat, guys. It's not very fair to everybody watching. And why you would want to do that, I have no idea. Anyway, Burnley attacking now with McNeil. Great tackle from Sean Longstaff. What a game he's had today, by the way. He's played really, really well. And here come Newcastle now. Miggy. Wilson's unmarked in the middle. Wilson's unmarked and Miggy shoots over the bar. And Callum Wilson goes and absolutely bollocks him. Shocking from Miggy Almer on that. All he has to do is square the ball to Callum Wilson. It's 2-0. What does he do? He slices it over the bar. Terrible from Miggy. He should do so much better than that, should Almiron. Really should. Terrible. Callum Wilson got himself in a perfect situation there. Really perfect. Here's Miggy again. He's got Maximan to his left. He feeds it out to Maxi now. He's running at Collins. Collins has got a... Oh, brilliant ball! Wilson makes it 2-0! And Newcastle United, brilliant ball from Maxi, are 2-0 up. Shave my arse with barbed wire. That is tremendous. What a brilliant goal. And Burnley are heading into the championship as it stands. Wilson this time picked out brilliantly by Maxi. An absolute no mistake from our number 9. And Burnley fans are looking as miserable as what the actual town is. It is just, they're out. They're down and out now, guys. Brilliant goal. Maxi, brilliant pass, spotted Wilson and found him perfectly. That's what we can see from Maxi. Head up, lovely little screw ball across, and Wilson buries it in the corner. Exactly what Miggy should have done literally 1 minute ago. Newcastle United now lead at Burnley by 2-0 and are really comfortable at the moment, and Burnley are now going to have a miracle. They need a miracle to stay in the Premier League. Leeds still ahead at Brentford. Time is moving on. The Burnley fans look sick. But what a lovely goal that was. Absolutely delighted for Maxi as well, because he played a big part in that goal. Lovely ball across to Callum Wilson. And Big Callum's not going to miss them. Pope had no chance. Callum Wilson put it exactly where it needed to go, right in the corner. Ball comes across from Burnley now, cleared away by Matt Targett. Bad control by Murphy. Let's off Burnley have another attack. They've got to come all out at us now, which will suit our forward players. It's a corner to Burnley. They're not going to give up. But listen, we're comfortable now, and we've got to remain comfortable. What a last day of the season this is turning out to be. It really is. The Leeds fans will be going bonkers at the moment. Absolutely bonkers. And rightly so. If they, keep their lead, this could be absolutely an incredible day for them. Corner for Burnley comes across, and that's headed just wide of the post. Well, not just wide. It was a very weak header from Tarkowski. And it's a goal kick, which Dubravka is certainly not going to mince about. He's not going to get the ball and whack it up straight away. He'll just take his time, have a cup of tea, sticky bun, get on with it. Wilson hat-trick incoming. Well, a lot of people did say Wilson hat-trick before the match, didn't they? Thank you for your £10 super chat, David Greenwell. Very kind, my friend. Love your passion, Paul. Thanks for all your work this season. You're very welcome, mate. Thank you so much. We have a throw midway inside the Burnley half. Still, look at those supporters, man. You don't get that support anywhere else. You just don't. You just don't. And Burnley, the way they've played, you can't really say that they're going to get back into this game. Great play from Bruno. He's got Murphy out wide. He is Murphy now. Plays it straight. Unlucky. I can see what he was trying to do there. He was trying to whip the ball in first time for Callum Wilson. But Nick Pope was alert to that and came out and grabbed the ball. But Burnley now is starting to get a bit desperate, you think. Long ball again. That's all they've done all game is pump long balls. Brilliant, Lascelles. He actually brought the ball down. Wonderful stuff. Trippier back to Dubravka. Nice and calm. He'll go across to Big Dan Burn. Burn inside to Longstaff. Longstaff, lots of time and space on the ball. Gives it wide to Matt Targett. Targett's going to go up the line here to Almiron. Almiron, who's had a big second half, apart from a really not playing the ball into Callum Wilson, which was suicidal. Bruno. Lovely floated pass across to the right now for Kieran Trippier. Trippier just brings it down slowly, gives it back to Bruno in support. Bruno now. He goes a beautiful ball outside to Miggy on the left-hand side. Miggy gets his head up, sees Matt Targett in support. William W.E., thank you very much for your $8.99 super chat. No comment there, but much appreciated, my friend. Thank you for your generosity. Miggy on the Sean Longstaff holding off very well there. George, thank you for another £5 super chat, my friend. If only Wilson hadn't been injured this year. Toon. Indeed. But listen, hypothetical. We've got where we need to be this. Oh, that is a horrible tackle from Tarkowski. He's literally chopped. That's disgusting. And then finally a yellow card comes out. Finally. What an awful tackle that was on Wilson. Nowhere near the ball. Do you know what? I'll be glad if these go down. They have been disgusting today. The referee hasn't helped us much, in fairness. I mean, I know he got a yellow card there, but he hasn't. It's just shite, man. And it's going to be Kieran Trippier to whip this one in for Newcastle. Can Callum Wilson get on the end of it and get a hat-trick, or will it be somebody else? Big Dan Burn, maybe, or Jamal Lascelles. They're both hovering at the back post here. This is going to go right across to the back. Well, Dan Burn was nudged a little bit there, but Burnley managed to clear. But McNeil Terrible control for him. And now Kieran Trippier, he's going to whip it back into Newcastle. Almost fell for Dan Burn and Callum Wilson. Look at Dan Burn, centre half, and he's pressing in the Burnley corner. Incredible. That's what we like to see. Last game of the season, but they're not on the beach. Bruno does well there. It comes to Trippier now. Trippier's got Murphy in support. Murphy checks back, gives it to Bruno. Bruno back to Trippier. Lovely little triangle play from Newcastle here. Longstaff, bit of a heavy-hitted ball back to Dubravka, but it's gone there. He goes long again to absolutely nobody. And again, we talk about Dubravka's distribution. It's not great. But who gives him monkey's chuff at the minute? We're 2-0 up and playing really well. Burnley now coming down Newcastle's left-hand side. Played into... Oh, that's nice. This is a chance for Burnley to get the ball across, but Matt Targett there. Brilliant defending. Have Burnley made a change? Oh, yes, Weghorst is on. When did that happen? He's like a bloody ghost coming on there. Didn't realise he'd come on. Here's Weghorst again, who replaced, of course, Chris Wood at Burnley. Ball played in, straight into the arms of Martin Dubravka, and he goes down and just wastes a few more seconds. Nothing at all to indicate that Burnley are getting back in this game, guys. Absolutely nothing. But hey-ho, I'm not bothered. Kitchen sink time for Burnley, says Tim. Indeed, Ericsson being kept quiet in the Leeds game. They'll be looking for some kind of inspiration, will Brentford, from him. But at the minute, oh, that's offside, surely. Corner about 40. Yes, the flag goes up. See, I mean, in them situations, you know, I mean, Dubravka's racing off his line. Corner's going for the ball. There could be a clash when a simple flag. He's offside. Flag it down. He was never getting to the ball first anyway. Weghorst came on at half-time. Well, there you go. I don't have any commentary on, of course, so I don't know unless I see it, and I didn't see it. Shots are 6-3 in favour of Newcastle United. 5 on target from Newcastle, 1 from Burnley. We're coming up with just over 20 minutes to go, and we still don't know where the title's going. But at the moment, we know who is going down, and that is Burnley Football Club at the moment. Weghorst now. Nice little bit of skill, gives him a little bit of space. Corner's on the left-hand side, but he plays it to Taylor, who's further out on the left. Taylor, he'll look to try and get this ball across, but he checks back. That's not what Burnley wanted because they've lost the ball now. Bruno, simple little ball into Miggy. Oh, Miggy could have gone inside to Longstaff there, and he was away. Bruno now, just taking his time. He's got Sean Longstaff in acres of space and finds him. Here's Longstaff. Terrible first touch from him. Probably his poorest touch of the game from Matty Longstaff, to be honest. Aston Villa are now 2-0 up at Manchester City, guys. 2-0 at the Etihad. Corner, great save by Dubravka, and then Corner slams it home, and Burnley are back in this now. It's 2-1. Out of nowhere, Burnley have scored, but of course they need another 2 goals. But it's game on at Turf Moor now. Ball played out to the right-hand side. Maxi getting back there, but he was too easily beaten. Cross comes in. Corner's first shot parried away by Dubravka, and he absolutely rifles the left foot volley rebound right into the back of the net. But Dubravka could just push that. Well, you know, I mean, I'm talking as a goalkeeper here. He should have pushed that further away, but he pushed it straight into the... I'm not sure. But anyway, Burnley are back in this now. It's 2-1. And you're guaranteed that their fans will be desperate. But Liverpool are still 1-1. I'm not sure how that works out at the top of the league. Are Liverpool top on goal difference now? I don't know. But that goal has given Burnley some impetus now to come at us for the last 20 minutes, and it's given their fans a bit to cheer about. But they still need 2 goals. Tottenham, by the way, are now 4-0 up at Norwich, absolutely cruising into 4th place, and that will be the Champions League for them next season. Leicester City have gone 2-0 up now at home to Southampton. So goals still aplenty going in the Premier League at the moment, but this one here is now 2-1 to Newcastle United. Little bit of nerves creeping into the Leeds fans probably when they've seen that score come up. But Burnley can guarantee will throw the kitchen sink. Liverpool need a win. I thought that was the case. So it's still... Can you imagine Liverpool score this time in the 95th minute to win the title? Incredible. But we don't want to take our foot off the gas here. I'll be very disappointed if we do, because we've controlled this game realistically. Burnley don't deserve anything out of it. Absolutely nothing, guys. By far the better team. Burnley's tactics have been awful. Long balls here and there, and just poor all around. But listen, Chris Wood is going to come on, guys. Oh, who's he taking off? I can't see the number. It's Maxi. Wow. So he's actually keeping... Maxi walks off with his ripped shirt. Looks a bit disappointed. He's been rushed off the field by Collins. Oh, Maxi, man, get on with it, man. Just get off, will you? I can understand Collins wanting to get off the pitch. I mean, it's just like, you know, they've got relegated. They're getting relegated. Maxi doesn't look happy at all to have been taken off. But listen, it is what it is. Chris Wood's on against his old team, and you're guaranteed that he'll love to score here. But for me, Burnley are just an awful football side. They really are. They're an awful football team. They don't deserve to stay up. And I'd be really happy for Leeds, because obviously Leeds have gone to Brentford and they're fighting like dogs there. Burnley have just tried to injure us the whole game. The tackles have been absolutely disgusting. They're just a farce. And I, for one, would be glad to see the back of them, to be honest. I mean, Liverpool expected, of course, to beat Wolves today, and it's 1-1. I mean, you couldn't write a script. It's just incredible stuff, this. Anyway, here come Burnley trying a quick throw in, and that should be our throw in. It is indeed. Well played, Jamal Lascelles. He's had a good game today. But, of course, they are, you know, a lot of them playing for contracts. Oh, I haven't updated the scoreboard. Whoops. I keep forgetting when the opposition score because it pisses me off. Well, there you go. Burnley have 1 goal. Thank you very much for letting me know. Spurs now 5-0 up at Norwich. A lot of people did say 5 or 6-0 to Spurs today. And it's happening exactly that way. Arsenal doing what they had to do. They beat Everton 4-1, but unfortunately it's not going to be enough for them. They've bottled it again. It was all in their hands 2 weeks ago. And they've gone and absolutely thrown everything away, which is absolutely hilarious. I think Callum Wilson might get booked for that. He knocked it out of the Burnley player's hand as he was going to take the throw in there, but he didn't. Got away with one there. Burnley coming back at us again. Down this left-hand side now with Taylor. Swings it inside to McNeil. McNeil, nice little 1-2 with Weghorst, then plays the ball across, but it headed away very well. Throw into Burnley. The sun now beaten down on Turf Moor. A bit of life in the Burnley fans, guys. Good defending again from Jacob Murphy this time. You couldn't write the script for last day of the season, could you? You really couldn't. Anyway, here's Tarkowski for Burnley. Plays the ball down the line into McNeil. He plays it wide to Taylor. Taylor trying to get the ball in. It comes to Tarkowski again. This time he's able to play a really good ball, actually. It's deflected and then cleared by Matt Targett very well. Newcastle being penned back a little bit here by Burnley. They've certainly upped the ante here. Long ball again played for Burnley. Lascelles comfortably underneath it. Longstaff plays it away again. Nobody there for Newcastle, though. We've got to push out a little bit here. Burnley controlling the game at the moment, as you probably would expect with them desperately trying to score. Cross comes in. Burnley play it down. Corner, and it's hooked away by Jamal Lascelles. I'm not sure what happened there. It's gone for a corner. Manchester City have pulled a goal back against Villa. My goodness me. I told you they would. I mean, they always do this, Manchester City. I don't know how they do it, but they do. McNeil's going to take a corner for Burnley, who are desperately trying to get another goal. Of course, they need to win. Corner comes in, swung very deep from McNeil, headed away, not very far out. That looked like a handball, but nothing given. McNeil again swings a low left foot ball in again, and it's cleared brilliantly by Matty Targett. So throw into Burnley. Certainly game on in every single game at the moment where the importance is. Another corner to Burnley. Tremendous action on this final day of the season. Leicester now 3-1 up against Southampton as well, finishing on a high. Brighton lead West Ham 2-1 now as well. So there you go. Long ball comes in again from the corner. Why isn't Dubravka getting out of that? There's a huge scramble in the box and eventually hacked away by Miggy. Not very far. Again, a bit of pinball. Again, Chris Wood doesn't jump for a header. Surprise, surprise. McNeil now on the left-hand side. He's trying to get round Trippier. Trippier just will not give him any room at all. But he does get a cross in. Cornet was at the back post. It's headed away very well by Dan Burn. Burnley really piling it on now. Cornet. They've got to get the ball across again. They're looking for Cornet every time. That's nice from Burnley, but eventually the ball rolls out of play and it's a throw-in, and we need to calm things down now because Burnley are just, well, they're at us. They're all over us at the minute. Brentford have equalised against Leeds, guys. It is 1-1 now at the Community Stadium. This is not all over yet. Leeds, of course, will stay up if Burnley do get beat. It is so tight down there at the bottom now. Jacob Murphy holding the back of his hamstring. He says he got a knee in the back of the leg. Lascelles going off it with Pawson. Pawson hasn't really done anything yet. You couldn't write this excitement now, could you, for the last game of the last day of the season? It's just incredible. Vicor's going to be spoken to by the referee. I'm not sure what happened there. Burnley fans know that Brentford have equalised, but it's still not good enough. They're still relegated. Manchester City have equalised. There you go. It's unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, we knew this would happen. When Man City really need to step it up a gear, of course they do. But this is more, for me, is who's going down here. Brentford, at the moment, Leeds United is staying up. But we have 10, 12 minutes of absolute craziness left in this game because you can't say Burnley aren't trying now. They've really turned it on. But you know what it is? Why weren't they playing like this earlier in the match? You know, the desperation levels are there now for Burnley. And here they come again. McNeil trying to get past Wilson. Swings it out to the right-hand side. Good interception from Almiron. Back to Burnley again. Miggy's tripped. Miggy's gone down. Play goes on. Ball across. Oh, Weghorst. He got a toe on it and it's gone wide. That could have been the goal for Burnley Football Club. Dear me. We were sliced open. Brilliant ball across. And Weghorst, how has he missed? He got his studs on the ball and he's put it wide of the post. This is incredible stuff. Liverpool will still win the title, of course, if they win. It's mental here. But that was Burnley's. Was that Burnley's chance? This is incredible. Brentford have had a red card. They're down to 10 men. Dubravka is pretending he's injured here. I don't know whether he's wasting time or not. But what does it matter? If he wastes time, that means that he's just going to add it on at the end of the game. Arsenal now 5-1 up against Everton. Honestly, Everton, man. Look at it, Arsenal. In fact, Brentford are down to 9. 9 men for Brentford. This is incredible, this. This is absolutely incredible. I mean, if there's a team I can see scoring next, it's going to be Man City. I think that they always do this. They always do. Burnley fans urging their team on, but as it still stands, they are getting relegated to the Championship. Unbelievable. Manchester City have scored again, guys. City are 3-2 up. That is Championship for them if they hang on. I told you exactly what would happen, guys. They always do this. They go 2-0 down or they go 1-0 down, and they always pull it out the bag. Sign of a class team. But listen, they fought back. And you could say, well, if Liverpool were winning, it might have had a different impact on the mentality, but I don't think so. Jurgen Klopp will be choking on his dentures at the minute, but here come Burnley again with Cornet to the edge of the box. Oh, that's headed away off the line by Target. That was going in. That was going in. We are hanging on by a thread here, guys. We are hanging on. Burnley doing everything possible. And now they've got a free kick on the edge of the box. This one is not over yet either, by the way, guys. Burnley doing all they can. That was a great shot. It was going in. Dubravka was nowhere near that. Target headed it away brilliantly, but this free kick is very dangerous. This is a massive, massive chance for Burnley. It was Jack Cork who hit the shot. It was curling right in the top corner. But thankfully, Matty Target had dropped back a little bit and got the header away. Weghorst screaming for the ball. This is something Newcastle have to defend. We don't deserve to lose this game or even draw it, to be honest, given Burnley's disgraceful tactics. But credit Burnley as well on the flip side of that, because the last 10 minutes, 15 minutes, they've really gone for it. Tarkowski's causing trouble in there. Ashley Barnes causing trouble in there. They're all twisting about something. Pawson trying to calm things down. Burnley really need something here. Really, really need something. In it comes, and it's deflected in a corner for Burnley. Is anybody feeling the same as me, that since Chris Wood's come on, we've never had the ball? It's like we've had, since Maxie's gone off, we have no outlet at all at the minute. And that's what Maxie's good at. He's good at being an outlet. We haven't got that at the minute. Corner comes in for Burnley. Headed away. It's going to be another corner, I think. Yes, it is. Newcastle, really more defending to do. Ashley Barnes screaming at the top of his voice. Dan Gosling scores for Watford. My good God. There's a blast from the pass. Corner for Burnley, whipped in. Oh, Dubravka went to punch it, didn't get anywhere near it. It's going to be another corner on the other side. Desperate defending here for Newcastle United. Wood is busy standing still up front. Yeah, well, listen, people know my feelings on him. He's done nothing since he's come on, it's quite frankly. Not sure what's going on here. More arguing in the box. Pawson having a word with Dubravka, Bruno, Jack Cork. Liverpool have gone 2-1 up against, oh dear me, they've scored against Wolves now as well. It's 2-1. My God. I can't see Villa equalising, by the way, guys. It's all over for me, the Championship. But relegation still isn't. Burnley desperately trying, but they're offside. And Newcastle, of course, in no hurry at all. The goal's been ruled out, I believe, for Liverpool. I think VAR's overruled it. It went to 2-1. It's gone back to 1-1. So I'm not sure whether Liverpool are 2-1 up. Yes, they are. It's changed again. Honestly, that must have been something to do with VAR down there. But Liverpool 2-1 up now. Still 1-1. Leeds and Brentford. Leeds need to hang on. Because if Brentford score, it's all over again. Long ball again from Dubravka. Newcastle just need the ball in their own half for a bit. Oh, that's a handball. But Callum Wilson's nipped in on it. Wilson... deflected shot straight at Nick Pope, and he hangs onto it. Big opportunity there for Wilson, but there you go. Long ball again from Burnley, looking to play Weghorst in, but good defending by Lascelles again. Just leaves the ball, fighting off Weghorst, who didn't like it, really. He did not like it at all. Brentford down to 9 men, of course, so I highly doubt that they're going to equalise. So Burnley need 2 goals. Burnley now need 2 goals. There's no doubt about that they need to win this game. Or is a point good? No, a point's good enough for Burnley, sorry. Of course it is. Because they were ahead on goal difference anyway. Oh, get up, you tart. Miggy's going to give chase to this, but it's going to run out of play. Unbelievable from City, by the way. Unbelievable. Tremendous last day of the season, it has to be said. Here's Bruno for Newcastle. Blocked off a little bit, but manages to find Callum Wilson. He's got Bruno in support. Wilson, plays it through for Bruno. It may be offside, but Bruno's fell over. Not quite sure what Bruno was trying to do there, but I think the offside flag went up, and Burnley will go back on the attack again. They desperately need a goal. Brentford apparently have had several chances since being down to 9 men. Unbelievable. But as it stands, Villa need to score a goal. They need to equalise for Liverpool to win the title. But time is rapidly running out. Here is Taylor for Aston Villa. Aston Villa for Burnley. Plays it back to Tarkowski. They've got to try and get the ball into the box now. Burnley, they need this goal. They need a goal. Weghorst trying to play it through to corner, cleared away. Bruno wins the ball back for Newcastle United brilliantly. He needs an outlet. He's got one from Callum Wilson. Miggy's making up run as well. Now, can we grab a third on the break? He's given it to Miggy. His first touch. Dire fucking bollockle. Honestly, we could have been in there again. And now Burnley back on the attack. Down the right-hand side. It's going to be played to the left-hand side again, where Taylor is again. They'll look for him to whip the ball in again. He does exactly that. Weghorst was unmarked. Oh, good save, Dubravka. It was corner. That may be Burnley's chance. It was just too close to Dubravka. Guys, we've got over 1,000 watching. Incredible stuff. Thank you so much. Please do subscribe if you're new to the channel. What a save. Well, I'm saying what a save. It was very close to Dubravka, but he did well to hang on to that. Long ball again. Nobody up front apart from Wilson for Newcastle. That looked offside to me. But it's gone back to Dubravka anyway. Longstaff saying, well, where's the flag, referee? Tottenham have beaten Norwich by 5-0. 5-0. Incredible stuff for Tottenham. And they've basically confirmed their fourth place in fantastic style, it has to be said today. Just demolishing them. And Arsenal, to be fair, they've done their bit. Demolishing the Skip Rats 5-1. So, well, that's just the way it is. But still, as it stands, Burnley are getting relegated here. Chris Wood, who was really just done nothing. Newcastle are going to make a substitution here. It looks like Matt Ritchie to come on. Burnley have taken the goal kick, but they know fine well we're making a change. The referee made the signal. It's Matt Ritchie that's going to come on. I would say take Miggy off. That would be my understanding, but we'll wait and see who's jogging off the pitch here. It is Miggy. There you go. Me and Eddie, how you see. Telepathic shit going on there. He applauds the Newcastle fans. Now, is that the last time we see Miggy in a Newcastle shirt, or will he be there? Liverpool has scored a third. It's 3-1 at Anfield, but it's not looking like their day because City are still 3-2 up. And this could be Matt Ritchie's final appearance for Newcastle as well, if he decides to move away, which, you know, Bournemouth has been mentioned a few times as well. Wow, can you imagine if Aston Villa score in the night in injury time? That would just be incredible. Goal kick to Newcastle. Burnley think they should have had a corner, but no way in hell's teeth. Honestly, ridiculous. Taylor, shut your mouth. Get on with the game. Brighton are now 3-1 up. Danjuma has scored for them. Yeah, Murphy did brilliantly well there. Yeah, definitely not a corner. Brilliant defending from Murphy. Really strong, held up tight. This is squeaky bum time for Burnley now. It really is. In the 90th minute now. Not sure how many minutes we're going to get for extra time, but this is incredible stuff. Long kick from Dubravka down the field again. Chris Wood tries to jump, doesn't get anywhere near it. Callum Wilson, though, is onto it and tries. Well, you can see what he was trying to do there. He saw Nick Pope off his line. He just thought, right, I'll try a little lob over his head and failed. 4 minutes of injury time, guys. We're into the 4 minutes now of injury time, and it is still 2-1 to Newcastle United. Burnley at present are getting relegated because Leeds have got the point, or are certainly on target for the point at Brentford, but that game hasn't finished either yet. Chelsea have beaten Watford 2-1. Brighton have beaten West Ham 3-1. Those are the results that are in so far. Incredible stuff. Great play again from Dan Burn. Burnley desperately now trying to get this equaliser. Life or death now for Burnley. They have got to do something in injury time or they are down. Oh, brilliant from Bruno again, winning the ball back, and he goes on a little sprint up the field. McNeil is all over the back of him. Bruno's held him off. He's got Murphy in support. Newcastle have men forward here. Terrible ball from Bruno, but it eventually finds Matt Ritchie on the left-hand side. Into Target. Lovely little ball. Longstaff back to Target. He's got Bruno inside him. Bruno back to Matty Target. It's too overhit and goes out for a goal kick, but that'll do us. That will do us. Arsenal have beaten Everton by 5-1 at the Emirates. That one is all over. Arsenal, though, do not qualify for the Champions League because of Tottenham's 5-0 win today at Norwich City. Once again, Burnley coming forward, desperate now, but they just can't get through the black and white wall that we are putting up at the minute. Absolute incredible scenes here. We've got just over 2 minutes to go, and as it stands, Burnley are relegated. Their fans are on the edge of the seats. They are biting the nails. They need the ball forward. They need to get forward. But we will be desperately wanting to win this game for the Newcastle travelling fans and finish on a high. Dan Burn goes up for a header. Longstaff goes for a header. Burnley now break with Jack Cork. Great tackle. It comes out again. Kieran Trippier is there. Calm as you like back to Dubravka. Dubravka hits it long again. Nobody up for Newcastle. Callum Wilson desperately trying to get there. Bruno, brilliant from Bruno. He's got the ball over. Wilson gives chase, but he's absolutely out of gas. Absolutely knackered. Burnley again with Pope now. He hits it long. It's do or die now for Burnley Football Club. It really is. It's still going on at Brentford as well. Incredible finish to the season, this. Here come Burnley. Oh, corner's in! Oh! It's off! Oh, this is unbelievable! Corner! How has he missed that? Shot corner! Oh, Dubravka, what a save! Absolutely, the bloody offside flag's gone up now. Holy shit! Tickle my tonsils with a lion bar, guys. That was unbelievable piece of play. Cornet was offside anyway the first time he went through, but they just allowed play to go on with Burnley having like 300 shots. Brilliant defending from Newcastle. Then one comes in from Barnes, brilliantly saved, and then the flag goes up. Christ on a bike. Long ball again, looking for Wilson. Wilson can't get there. Murphy brings it down well. Longstaff to Ritchie. It's out now to Jacob Murphy on the right-hand side. Surely he'll just kill time here. We're in the last minute of the game. There's no need. Oh, he skipped round his man, Jacob Murphy. Will he look for Wilson's hat-trick? Pope does really well. You can see what he was trying to do. He's trying to just play the ball back in. Leeds are 2-1 up at Brentford now. They have done it. They are safe because Burnley need 2 goals now. There is no way they're going to get 2 goals. Leeds United are staying in the Premier League, and it is bye-bye to Burnley. Fantastic stuff, Leeds. Well done. Absolutely. Massive result for Leeds United. And Burnley are 100% relegated now because they're not going to score 2 goals now. We're in added time of injury time. And there is the final whistle from Craig Pawson. Newcastle United finished the season with a win and another 3 points. Manchester City are the champions of the Premier League. Tottenham got 4th. Leeds United stay up. Burnley are relegated to the Championship. An absolutely incredible final day of the season. That there is no doubt. Manchester City 2-0 down, come back to win 3-2 and deny Liverpool the chance of a quadruple and win the Championship. But for us, we finish in 11th, 49 points, and given that we did not have a win after 14 games is quite remarkable, the fact that we are now finishing the season in 11th. But Burnley, well, listen, I said in the first half, I didn't agree with Burnley's tactics. I didn't understand what they were trying to do. They played it completely wrong. The last 20 minutes of the game, they made life very difficult for us to start to play a little bit of football and come at us. And you kind of ask yourself, well, when you're in relegation trouble like that, why the hell did they not try and do that from the start? Put us under the cosh. You'd expect that from a team who are fighting relegation. So I think the manager got the tactics all wrong today. But for us, I mean, that's incredible. People expect us to be on the beach. We're not. We're right in amongst it. And I think we've done Leeds United proud today, as well as our fans. Because Leeds United will have known throughout the game how it was going at Turf Moor. There's no doubt about that. We're just seeing pictures from the Etihad and Anfield, and well, Liverpool fans have stayed back. There's no, they're still in the stadium. Man City, there's blue flares and everything going off for the pitch invasion at the Etihad. And they're just ushering the players off the pitch. Doesn't seem to be any nasty stuff going on at the Etihad. They're just celebrating a championship, to be honest with you. But Liverpool are gutted, absolutely devastated that they're not going to win the league title. They've missed it by a point. But you know what? Credit to them. They've done well. And they've got a Champions League final to look forward to. So, they've still got a lot to play for this season. But credit to Wolves as well. They put up a fight. But listen, I'm incredibly proud of Newcastle United today, to be 100% frank with you. Absolutely delighted. Proud to be a Newcastle fan today because, listen, we could have gone there, not gave a shit, rolled over and lost the game. But we didn't. We credit to the lads. They wanted to finish on a high. They wanted to give the Newcastle fans a fantastic send-off for the season. And we played really well. The last 20 minutes we were under the cosh. You'd expect that because, Burnley suddenly found that Brentford had equalised. They needed an equaliser. They were desperately trying to get it. All right, Leeds went and won the game. But we've done Newcastle United proud and we've done Leeds United proud today because that's how football should be played. We shouldn't be rolling over for anybody. Quite honestly, we shouldn't have to put any team in that situation. We should take on Burnley today like any other football match, and that's exactly what we did. We took them on, we played extremely well, and we played it like any other Premier League game. And that's how it should work. And that's, of course, what's happened to Leeds United. They've gone there and done their bit. They've worked extremely hard. And let's face it, going to Brentford, a really tough end of the season, very difficult last game of the season, and they've gone there and won at Brentford. So you have to say, out of the two teams, Leeds United 100% deserve to stay up because they've done the job, and we've done ours, and we've done them a massive, massive favour today. But that is the end of the watch along for today, guys. We are back in 2 hours' time at 8 o'clock for the match review with myself, Danielle, Billy, and Stato. Should be a fantastic show. Celebrating another 3 points. Looking back on the crazy day in the Premier League in the final day of the season. It's been brilliant. Next season, we will have the watch-alongs for every game next season. Billy will be doing the home games. I will, of course, continue to do the away games. Lots more coming up through the summer. Thank you so much to everybody that has been watching today. Over 1,000 at one stage, which is quite remarkable. So thank you to everybody. Thank you for your super chats. As usual, if you have enjoyed the show and you're new, please do hit the subscribe button. Alexander, thanks for your £10 super chat. Just come in there with a comment. Great stream. Thank you very much. Like I say, if you're new, hit that subscribe button. You can become a member of the Toon Review if you hit the join button as well. Do make sure the notifications are on so you know when we upload or go live. Thank you to everybody that's joined me today, to the mods who've stuck through the live stream. Thank you so much for all your hard work this afternoon, keeping the chat nice and safe for everybody. Really appreciate all your hard work in the watch-alongs this season. You've been absolutely magnificent. But we will be back, like I say, we'll be back at 8 o'clock tonight. More analysis on the game. I'm going for a lie down. I will see you at 8 o'clock, guys. Thank you very much. Good afternoon. Be kind. Take care.